Bitch.
Yeah.
All right, we're doing this on the fucking fly, and I wasn't prepared for the song. God damn it.
Welcome to Talk the Keki. Not in Iran.
Konnichiwa!
Bro, hold on. This is such a fucked up fucking thing. I'm trying to do this Instagram shit, and we're gonna be radiating. Can I not? Can I not? There we go. I can mute site. There we go. Thank the
There we
heavens.
go. There we go.
All right.
Hello, everyone.
Konnichiwa!
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Bosch edition of Talk the Keki. We are. This is gonna be our slap happy edition. We're all over the place already.
Interesting.
Anyway, I'm Matt, and to join me, even what's up, buddy?
This is such a fucked up thing. I gotta find a stupid picture.
Yep, you gotta get to it, man.
You know what, guys? The reason why we're all fucked up at the beginning is because Matt and I are really excited over some things that we're going to be debuting in the new year. Stay tuned for that. Him and I cannot wait. We sincerely cannot wait to tell you all of our new stuff going on.
Yeah, we will announce it on the part 2 of the annual Keki Awards.
It's funny. Like it's like new year, new me. It's new year, new podcast. Let's go. Not literally.
Yes. But no, we got excited to talk about when we do our yearly Keki Awards. We cannot wait.
Yes.
To show up, to tell you all that. I've been in the middle of talking to people to get it done.
Yes.
I cannot wait. Next week we are going to be very busy because a lot of finales are going to happen, and our goal is to get them all done. That way, the holiday week will be a little bit easier because that's award week for the season.
Already live in 720. Damn, I can't go to fucking 1080. That's gay. Oh, sorry, didn't mean to say that.
Hey now, but
I know. We're not Kanye.
While you're doing that, I do want to give a shout out to Starman, who debuted an album.
Did he?
So Who's Gonna Hold the Camera? That's the name of the album. It is on Spotify. I actually listened to it this morning while at work.
Yeah.
Actually, I dig it. I actually dig it.
Do you dig hip hop like that though?
I'm not a big rap guy. I have to be in the mood if I want to ever listen to rap.
You gotta be on demon time for you to listen to fucking rap, huh?
Basically, more or less. But no, his beats are good. I did enjoy some of those songs. I got to know him a little more listening to it, like because he put himself. Does
he go vulnerable?
Yeah, a little. It's just stuff he goes to daily and just puts it in his raps. So good job for that. His artist name on that is Requio Star, RRQOSTAR. You can find that on Spotify, Apple Music, wherever you listen to music. Mm-hmm. I figured I would give him that plug. So congrats on that.
Yeah, he's multifaceted, multi-talented. Congratulations.
It released on his birthday yesterday. So
that's pretty fucking dope. Can't lie.
Oh no, it does that. I'm very happy for him. Hope you do get to listen to it as well.
Yeah, I will. Boy.
Yeah, because he's been very helpful and supportive of us. I figured I show him the same thing.
You know what we should do? We should have had him fucking do a song for us.
I didn't think about it, honestly.
I'm sure he probably would have, bro. Imagine that would have been fucking sick.
Maybe a rap song for a special occasion or something.
Yeah, why not? We should have him. You know what we should do? If he's gonna be a constant in our end of the years, we should have an end of the year theme, or not the end of the year. I'm sorry, end of the season and an end of the year. Have him make a song for us for those. Every time he joins, that's the song like we'll play at some.
If he wants to, yeah.
If he wants to.
Yeah.
That's kind of creepy. The picture I just changed it to.
Yeah, he did.
It's a little creepy,
It
but that's
is
the best I can find.
That was the best you could find. All right. But yeah, we'll talk about that for the end. But anyway, let's get to some news before we go ahead with these reviews. The manga Rise at Impact is getting the anime for summer 2024. It looks like it is a golf anime.
No thanks.
Yeah, I'm good on that. Last minute winter edition that they added an original anime, Miji Gekken 1874. Just got. And I was like, oh yeah, surprise! It's going to happen next month.
Naruto. Oh shit! Hold on, pause. You know, because I have the anime Instagram connected to my Facebook, it shows that I'm live on Facebook, which is pretty fucking cool.
Nice.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool, actually.
I exited. What the hell? What? X. Thank you. Oh, never mind. It's in the corner. It's in the fucking corner. How do I exit the corner? There it is. Okay, the X was behind the logo. I'm sorry, guys. Technical difficulties.
You're good.
All right, continue. Sorry. Go man.
Okay, you're right. The novel Trapezium is getting an anime movie in May 2024 by Cloverworks.
Oh.
Yeah, so pretty cool for that. My Hero Academia Season 7 is official for spring 2024.
Woo!
As well as Demon Slayer Season 4, also spring 2024.
You know what's interesting? I feel like we can, at this stage, with the amount of seasons of My Hero, we can really qualify this in like the same regard as like a Naruto with the continuous seasons, more or less.
But they actually have breaks. Like they actually.
Yeah, that's true. Naruto was one continuous one, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was like week after week after week after week.
Because they do break it down by seasons, though, and each season's like 30 fucking episodes or some crazy number.
Or whatever arc that is.
That's true, depending on what you're looking at. That's fair.
Yeah, depends how we want to look at it. But yeah, both Hero Academia and both Demon Slayer for spring. It's definitely going to pack up for spring already.
Big facts.
What else we got? Light novel Too Many Losing Heroines is getting an anime in 2024.
Is there a description for that, sir?
Let me check on the thing. It's just quote. It's just like a quote thing.
All right.
So I'm not. There is a trailer though. There is a trailer though.
Yeah, well, we'll get flagged.
Yeah. So no, thank you. We don't want that. Hold on. Light novel The Ideal Sponger Life romance manga. Romance is getting a. Also a 2024 release, I think, in spring. Nope, there's no release date at all, actually. The cover looks like it's going to be a Yuri, but I don't know, judging by the synopsis.
I want more like pure Yuris. You know, I've seen the Dachi Shimura, but I want something like a Citrus that I haven't seen yet, but I know like follows that.
Oh,
like,
we got Whisper Me a Love Song in April, so.
Okay.
What else?
Pure Yuri.
The One Monsters One Piece spinoff movie is coming out on Netflix in 2024, next month, actually.
Okay.
So cool for those. Also, Yu Yu Hakusho came out yesterday. I did not watch any of it yet.
I heard it's trash. I saw a couple of people say it's trash on Twitter.
Well, I think that's also, I think that's people that just no confidence in live action adaptation. It's fair, but I'm still gonna watch it. I want to see for myself.
How trash it is. What'd you think of the One Piece one? Did you watch that?
I did not watch it yet.
It's just interesting. I've seen like 2 episodes of it. It's pretty funny, but it doesn't hit the same because I haven't watched the series. So somebody when I was watching it, my friend in Nebraska, she was like, "Oh, why don't you?" She's like, "Think of it as a bridge. Like you have DBZ abridged. Like think of it as like One Piece abridged." And I was like, "Oh, that's an interesting concept, I suppose."
Yeah, interesting. But okay, the manga A Terrified Teacher at Ghoul School is getting a TV anime in 2024. And that will do for the news. I am starting Kingdoms of Ruin. I am on episode 9.
What do you think so far, good sir?
This is probably one of the better ones you recommended me this year compared to Spellblades and Deranged Detective.
I wish I could have taken back Detective.
You gave me appetizers.
I know. I wish I could have given you Goofy because you would have thoroughly.
I know. But no, this is definitely a better recommendation. What you call it? Adonis did annoy me a little bit with the revenge thing. Like I got a little repetitive for him. That's why I'm glad they're like calming down from it.
I need like a mix. I'm okay with him being a violent bastard. I just want like, and I just don't want him to be so.
I wanted a little bit more personality outside of that.
Yeah, I don't know because I don't really dig his personality outside of it. So I was like,
I still want something because I rather a little bit of something instead of just something one dimensional. I can just not care, even though I was gonna support like, dude, just calm the fuck down.
Yeah, no, I feel you.
But I do enjoy it though. I don't know if it'll make a list or not yet. That's why I kind of feel bad because I already have so much as it is.
Yeah, dude, you really do.
It's like trying to cram it in.
I'm not gonna lie, it's barely in my top 10.
Yeah, I don't even know if it can even get that. I don't regret watching it though. I am enjoying it. It's just if I wasn't watching so much, I'd probably give a fairer slot.
Yeah.
But that's just it. I was like, that's why I kind of regret picking it. It's like, damn, I don't think I have room for it, but I'm still watching it.
It's interesting because like right now, my top 4 is solidified in stone. 5 through 7 are basically fighting at this stage to find out what placement is which, and then 8, 9, and 10 are like also like pretty like fighting. It's like interesting. It's like clusters. 1 through 4 set. 5 through 7 fighting. 8 through 10 fighting within that section, and then
my one the 4 set. The fact that no free and no apothecary made it a little easier for some to have a chance.
Yeah, for sure.
But outside of that, it's just like, guys, you guys got to basically kill yourselves to get a spot.
Yeah, my 12 and my 13 now are fighting. And that's the last one.
Like
so.
8 and below are fighting for me mostly.
Yeah, I feel that.
The rest, like 5 to 8, they're staying, but I don't know about the order.
Yeah, the only award
depends on how they basically finish because we're basically at the finish line almost.
Yeah, the only reward I haven't picked out yet is what's it called? The soundtrack. I haven't really thought about it, honestly. I need to.
The only one I have left open was Duo right now, like non chips. That's my only one that's
I copped out.
Right now.
I copped out on mine. You'll know when I say it, but
yeah.
But,
out on mine. Yeah. And I did my voting for the other one for the Trend and Genre Awards. We'll get that next month.
I don't ever do any votings. I feel like one vote is going to cast a difference. Although that's funny. Last season, one of them won by like 10 votes.
Yeah, actually,
it's actually pretty fucking astonishing.
Yeah, basically, I would do anticipated lists the first few weeks, and then near the end. But
forgive my yawning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm hungover doing this.
Yeah. But yeah, we're gonna try to do this as quick as we can. So
yes,
we do have a lot to talk about, and I do want to save a little bit more for our main events.
Yeah, we can have a good discussion on it.
Yeah. And we'll try to keep that as spoiler free as we can. But
I suppose.
But other than that, get to what you're watching, boy.
All right. So this week, guys, I only have 3 because one of the few animes. So we didn't watch anything. Today's Friday as we record. We didn't watch any of the Friday anime, right? Yep. So we're gonna review the previous weeks. Is that what we're doing for that?
Yes.
Okay, so we're reviewing the previous week's Fridays. We haven't seen anything as we've recorded. The only one I did not catch up on from the previous week is Goofy. My new boss is Goofy. I just didn't have time based off the recording time. So I will be skipping that one this week. And we will move straight into and I will not review Kingdom of Ruin. So
save it for next week when it ends, basically.
When you're caught up and when it ends. So all right, so I'll be basically only doing 2. That should make things a little bit easier. So we'll start off with the worst of the 2, Kawagoe Boys. Just a personal note about Kawagoe Boys. I'm really, I was really excited when I first started it, and like now it's just like one of those where it's like I just can't wait for it to be over.
Right.
So it's a little sad. But basically, episode 10 of Kawagoe Boys basically focuses on the choir trying to capture IT Kun's missing voice. Now that he's gone, they lost a tenor. They need to try and capture that range again, and so they stay late consistently over the next few weeks with the major competition only being a month away in the anime. It's scheduled for Christmas Day, which is interesting. And so the boys stay really late. However, it's upsetting some of the parents. Specifically, I don't have the damn list in front of me. Where the fuck is? All right, go backwards, and then let me go back again, back one more time, so I can go to my anime list. What's his dick? Yazawa. It's upsetting Yazawa's mom in particular because basically Yazawa is like a model student. He's in multiple clubs. He gets really solid, like top tier grades, and now he's like putting everything he can into the choir, and it pisses his mom off because A, it came out of nowhere, and B, he's not gonna get anywhere because this isn't what he's gonna do for the rest of his life. But because Yazawa really wants to be in the choir with all his new friends, especially his best friend Tenchi, it's like putting a strain on them. And so again, they stay late and it's putting a strain on all the families. And eventually this all comes to a head where like all the parents, they come in and most of them are like complaining, not Tenshi's mom. Tenshi's mom loves that he sings, but all the other parents are complaining and bitching like, oh, my son's staying or is really late. What's going on? You're preventing them from this or doing that. And basically the sensei Haruno tries to sing and it's like, oh, with the power of song we can like come together and it's expression, which is very true. Music is definitely a form of expression, but when it comes to his singing, don't express it. It's awful. It is god awful. His singing is god awful. But Yazawa and then eventually all the rest of the choir comes, they pick up the slack and they do like a mini performance for all the parents, and all the parents are like happy, and eventually they all relent, and they basically say like, all right, fine. Especially Yazawa's mom. Yazawa's mom is like, all right, well, if you really want to put your heart into this, then I'm not going to accept anything but number one. If you don't win the competition, you're quitting on the spot. So now it puts even more pressure on Yazawa and the choir to basically do well and get that number one spot. Otherwise, in effect, they're going to disband. So not only is Haruno's future on the line, now Yazawa and some of the other choir mates are on the line from that perspective.
Okay.
And then the second one is Ragnar Crimson. Ragnar Crimson this week was pretty fucking dope. Basically the what's it say? Ragnar is more or less like just sparring with all the members. So basically his objective is take the swords, imbue them with silverine so they make them like more like destructive, harder to break, and easier to kill the dragons with. And so basically just he kicks the shit out of every single person. Just eat, takes a sword, imbue, takes a sword, imbue, takes a sword, imbue. It's very repetitive. But throughout that process, basically we basically kind of just see him as they prepare. Meanwhile, Crimson is trying to help the teleportation team. They're kind of stuck. They've been working around the clock, similar to Mappa animators. They're working around the clock. Their brains are turning to mush. They're really dumb. And the main one is like, I can't do this anymore. Like their leader, he's like, I'm just gonna dip. I'm just gonna like pretend I die and go away somewhere. But Crimson overhears him and is like, oh, when you're struggling and need a rut, you need someone to give you some new inspiration. That's what I'm here for. And of course, the guy is like, no, fuck you. You're a dragon. You're a horrible person. Da 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 da. But of course, they're gonna relent and let Crimson look at the teleportation, and they'll be able to figure it out. Meanwhile, while all this is happening, basically the dragons, all the like superior dragons, like that, like collective of dragons, they all basically like come to like a consensus on their next plan. And so the next plan is basically they're gonna keep doing what they were doing before, where they have to kill everybody in the town and move on to the next town. And then the number one dragon is going to be basically trying to find Ragnar and Crimson and basically try and kill them and bring them back to the dragon progeny. But again, everybody kind of gets on the same foot and they're all like unified. And one of the last dragons, he doesn't speak very much. They're like, oh, join the conversation, give us your 2 cents. And he basically tells them like, we cannot lose anymore. Any sort of defeat means like we all get defeated, like we have to like see this through. He gives them like a pep speech, rah rah rah. And Yeah, so it's setting up the stage for the battle, the impending battle, basically, where we get Ragnar Crimson and all those people fighting a couple of the superior dragons and then an army of 40,000 like inferior dragons, which is interesting because they're only like 1,000 people in this stronghold, and out of those 1,000 people, there's only like I think like 300, 400 soldiers. So it's like 400 versus 40,000, which is going to be interesting. But of course, they have Ragnar and Crimson, who are badass as fuck, and just going to annihilate most of them. So not bad. I'm probably not doing it justice. I'm sorry. Starman would do it a lot better than what I'm doing it, but pretty solid.
Okay, very good. That's it for you.
That's it for me. That was all of
right.
7 minutes, or not even 6 minutes.
I'll probably be like 15 because I got a little more than you. I didn't watch Dark Gathering this week, so I'm gonna do a double for next week. So I'll start with Protocol Ring. This focuses more on you for Team Fox 1, the model girl, or quote unquote Explosion Coon. Shun's like friend, know that Shun doesn't know that it's her. They're progressing in this round robin type of tournaments. And before one of the games, Shun's mother says, "Hey, Shun, can I talk to you in private?" And I just confirmed what was last week with Mio not really crippled, not really paralyzed. Because now the doctor's telling her this. Like, it's all psychological. So I think what they're going to do is still probably take her to this rehab to make her break out of that mental faking of what she's going through right now. So we'll see what happens with that. But with you, she landed her first major role in a movie.
With me? I did?
No, with you. You. The character you, not you.
I was gonna say, I was like, shit, I would have announced it if I had landed a major role in a
I know, fucking
movie,
Chris keeps
right?
doing that to me too. I'm doing the like you.
Start doing.
Oh yeah, so fortunately with the scheduling of the movie, it's interfering with her time gaming, and her agent saw that she's been doing online gaming. Is like, what the fuck is this? Nope, you're gonna ruin your image if you keep playing these fucking games.
But I want to be a Twitch streamer. Twitch.
It's like like what the fuck? Like basically, playing the video games gets her away from the stress of work. So like, what the fuck?
Why can't I show boobies on stream?
You know, Twitch pulled back on that already.
Did they?
They did immediately. Immediately,
because they know how fucking what's it called?
Because it was all on the art streams, like, you know, because people would be drawing on.
Oh, so instead of art, you just have people just butt ass naked.
No, like you would have naked art, like it was all the art category, just AI drawings and regular drawings of like full on naked bodies. Like, no, you can't draw art. Damn it, you can't draw porn. You can't draw porn or hentai.
You're restricting my creative abilities.
To be fair, it was stupid for them to do it on there anyway. Twitch is not an 18 plus platform.
It's not, no.
Make your own platform for that. No.
Called OnlyFans.
Yeah, it's called fucking OnlyFans.
Or Fansly, yeah.
Or Chat Roulette, whatever the fuck you want to do.
Chatterbait? Don't ask if I know these things, guys.
That's just full of porn, but... Yeah, so basically, but anyway, Yu's getting stressed out. She can't make it to team practice the team practices most of the time due to the role she's acted in. And the point for the big tournament, one of the big tournament matches, is on the same day as one of the final shoots. So she's really upset about this. He's like, "Come on, please! Like, pray something happens, someone car accident, anything.
Help a brother out.
Yeah, help a sister out." Thankfully, it is raining out. That way, shooting's canceled. So she can go do her game. Yeah. So now she's fucking happy, take out her frustrations of the acting in the video game. So those poor people that are getting shot in this Counter-Strike game. Not bad. All right, moving on. Moving on, Stardust Telepath. Umika is now reunited Akiyuchi. and now she's talking to. She wants to talk to Haruno and Raimon to get the team together for another rocket, for a future rocket.
Team Rocket's blasting off again.
Exactly. Before she can talk to Haruno, the teacher of that class like, "Oh, you guys built this rocket? That was you guys? That's so fucking cool!" Like they're all like happy that they all built a rocket. Look at how high it went in the air and all this.
It's true.
But they're amazed, but it's like, well, unfortunately, not just that qualifies to win. There gotta be other stuff about it, how it launched, materials with it. That's why they didn't. That's why they didn't win. But yeah, Haruno wants to join them once again, and they see that Raimon is not in school. Like she's leaving school for now. Like she doesn't want to come in. She feels embarrassed from losing the
Hazukashi.
Yeah, basically the one place she belonged, and she failed in it, and she blames the group that was with her. But eventually, Umika, Akiuchi, Haruno, they're trying to figure out ways to get her back, and Haruno finally opened up as to why she's always in the same attitude of, oh, if it happens, who cares type of ordeal. Because when she was younger, she played the piano with her friend. They were great at it. They did a contest thing, and her friend stopped playing piano afterwards. We don't know if they won or lost.
They lost, obviously. Why else would you stop playing piano? Nobody ever goes out on like, yes, I won the best tournament ever. Like, yay, I can retire. No, it's always you lost. You probably lost to your friend, and she's like, well, I can't beat her, so I quit.
Yeah, probably that. And basically, the grandfather gave her a pep talk, like this be supportive, type of thing. And so now Raimon is actually going. Sorry, not Raimon. Wrong person. Haruno, she's like now she actually wants to be motivated to do this. She wants to help them out with the next rocket that they do build together. Going to space. Want to go to space soon, but
okay, Senku.
Oh yeah, that's later, but that's fucking later. But now Haruno goes into Raimon's garage, sees her there. Raimon's sulking, and I was like, "Hey, aren't you gonna come with us?" I was like, "Get out, fuck off." And I was like, "You know what, bitch? Fuck you. I'm gonna build a rocket. I'm gonna make a better rocket than you. We don't need you if you're not gonna do this.
Fuck your couch."
Exactly. I said I never get money. but yeah, Haruno's talking about she's gonna be determined about this. If you don't tell us how to do it, I'll learn how to do it. That way I can help them out. So we're gonna do this with or without you. So, done. What's Raimon's decision going to be? We'll find out in the penultimate for that one next week.
Episode of Dragon Ball Z.
Yes. Moving on. We'll do Shut-In Vampire Princess next. First bit was a little bit of a beach episode type of thing with Komari relaxing at the beach. But there's a purpose for her being there, and it was to negotiate with one of the other lords that are in battle cahoots with one another. Make peace with one of them, basically.
Peace.
I forgot which one. I'm going to see who is who real quick. But while I am looking for that, Vilhais Sakuna. She was worried about maybe Komari's probably going to die in these negotiations. So Vilhais says, quick, drink my blood, because she sees the future when her blood.
Drink my blood.
So basically, she turns around and says, quick, bite my neck. And it was a very seductive neck biting. This made Vilhais moan a little bit.
Ooh.
And Sakuna, she pulled back, like, sorry, like it's okay, like your blood's good, but sorry, I was not expecting that. So that happened. Like, we got a little tense moaning moment, but
those are always welcome in anime.
Exactly. Nelia Cunningham is one of them from the Gara Aruka region. Invites them to a tea party on the enemy soil. And basically, plans for Nelia says, I am planning for world domination. I've killed 50,000 men. And of course, Kamari was also like, obviously she didn't, but she was also like, oh yeah, I killed that many. Like, yeah, I'm good, I'm great. She doesn't know that her fucking ultra instinct makes her kill people, but but when she's herself, no, she can't kill a fucking fly. But
never fails.
No. But that did not go over so well in that regard. So she goes to the other side with Mole Knight to propose an alliance. And Mole Knight is more of the pacifist type.
Mm-hmm.
And that's more with Komari's thing. Because she really doesn't want to kill people because she's weak as shit.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, fucking Nelia came and said, hey, why are you negotiating with the enemy over there? I thought I could do world domination. And then the other one's like, oh, I thought you were a pacifist. What the fuck? So Kamari's like, shit.
Yeah, got me.
Basically, chased it. But no, eventually, what you call it? Who did she go with? Carla? Which one's Carla? But basically, they're gonna fight side by side with the Mole Knight Empire. So the pacifist group. That's more of her forte. So we will get a more battle of that one. So the explanation is just I got a lot of shit to fucking watch.
Makes sense.
So Paradox Live, it is now time for the finals for the rap battle between Cosmez and Bay. But before that happens, Alan visits home because the father called him in. And the father basically talked down on him. So you think if you will win, because basically Alan ran away after the mom and dad burnt his records and everything, his rap records.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, so you think we're just gonna forgive you if you win this silly rap battle, whatever you would call it? Like, no. You realize this whole phantom metal thing that's in your body, you're killing your friends for this. Are you really gonna have them die just to prove me wrong, type of thing?
Yes.
Like your music is music.
Yes.
Yeah, basically, but no, Alan this actually freaks Alan out, and unfortunately gets to the point where he does not show up. Hajun and Anne, they're like, you got the phone call. Alan says, like, I'm not gonna be there, I can't do it. He's like apologizing, he feels like he let him down. Like we're about to go on, It's just
nah.
But he told him to do it without him. But obviously they ditched the thing to go find him. And the fucking judge, she's like, oh, here comes Bay. He's like, wait, they're not here? What do you mean they're not here? Like, well, if they don't show up in 30 seconds, they're disqualified.
DQ'd.
They are DQ'd, actually.
Oh.
So Cosmez is pissed because they did not want to win this way. So, but unfortunately, they did win. They got 10 billion yen. And they get a free exhibition match between this legendary rap group Baraikon. So the fans aren't happy. Like, they want Bay. It's like, why can't you just let Cosmez perform first and give them time to come? Nope, none of that. They're all unhappy about it. Even the other groups, Cast Whiskers and Akanatsura, they're all happy. But you hear music in the background. You see two figures walk in. It's Baraikon. It's this legendary group. They're here now as a surprise.
Surprise!
Cliffhanger. So they're gonna do the performance now. Well, next episode, but that is our cliffhanger. They're here. They're gonna get this rap battle instead.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure Bay will show up in the penultimate. I don't know if they will perform then, but we'll see. I was kind of looking forward to the battle between Bay and Cosmez, but I'm glad Cosmo has got the money, just not that way.
Alas, 'twas not to be.
Yeah, 'twas not to be, unfortunately.
So interesting. Real quick,
Yeah.
I just opened Facebook and it shows that you're live too. So my live is transferring to your live because our Facebooks are connected.
Nice. That's pretty cool, actually.
Yeah. So like, not only do you have a post that says you're live, but now you have a thing that says you're live.
Nice. That's
Which
actually
is interesting because now next time we can not use if I mean they could look at it live, I suppose, or the post might be easier for you and your friends. But I was gonna say, well, now we can do the Talk the Keki Instagram live.
Right.
Cool.
Anyway, let's go on with the penultimate of I'm in love with the villainess.
All right.
Of course, Claire is still simping over Minaria, while Ray is still getting completely very fucking jealous. So like, she wants to fucking strangle her, but she's resisting. She's resisting the urges to fucking strangle her. Misha's like, well, you could just give up on her. Like, nope, I'd rather die than have that happen. Nope, not happening. And eventually, obviously, Minaria is provoking Ray. And finally, she does all she can stand, and she can't stand no more. They talk privately in the middle of the night. Ray's just like, what the fuck do you want? And Minaria's like, oh, you love Claire, don't you? It's like, yeah. It's like, nope, no, you don't. You don't love her the way I do. You're actually being a coward about it. You're just watching the sidelines. You're just saying I love you. You're not showing it. You're not doing anything about it. Like you want her happy. Sure, fine, I get it. But if you really loved her, why don't you try to fight for her? Because you're not doing any of that right now. So Ray gets a little bit annoyed about it, and they actually agreed for a duel for Claire. So basically, if Ray loses, she will leave Claire alone. So they go to the next day for the duel. Of course, obviously, Ray, yeah, she's a dual caster, but Minara is a quad caster. So they're doing this battle. Minari just keeps outsmarting, outmaneuvering Ray every single chance she gets. Minaria could have done basically erase Ray spells, but she has not done that for this one. But instead, she does this 4 elemental attack. Ray is cornered. There's nothing she can do. And Ray gets hit. She finally loses her first duel. Ray's passed out, collapsed. And Claire, of all people, runs towards Ray, asking, "Are you okay?" and all this. And she actually gives Minaria an attitude, why the hell would you do that? It's like, I thought it was supposed to be a fair duel, but you didn't have to go that hard on her. You could have killed her. Like, she hasn't shown that she's caring a little. Ray gets up. She's fully healed. Then there's an after credit. They're all doing magic practice, and Ray walks away from Claire. And Claire's like, what's gotten into you? Why are you acting this way? And she's like, oh, you got Minaria now, so why do you care about me? Say, ooh. Say, why are you talking like this? Like, we fought, we dueled for you, and I lost. And Claire gets mad about this, like, I'm not some object you two could fucking wager on me.
I mean,
you didn't have to put it like that. But no, basically, Claire's like, you know what, like, basically, fuck off, type of thing. And Claire's like, so you don't want to be my personal mate anymore? It's like, yep, that's what I'm saying. And unfortunately, the second she said that, she saw how upset Claire actually was. And she's like, shit, I made a mistake. She tries to take it back, but Claire's like, nope. I relieve you of your duties. Thank you. We're going our separate ways. So Ray blew it.
It's a breakup.
She blew it right then and there. And Claire said to herself when Ray walked away, like, I really thought you cared, but just showed you're a liar like everyone else. So Claire's actually that upset about it. Oh man. And we got a finale. I know. You got the sad face on. I was like, oh fuck. That was it for that. So I can't wait for Monday for how they're gonna end that.
I love how the last season we did this. You were like, yeah, it's okay, and now you're like, oh, you're really in it now.
Yeah, well, yeah, summer was just a fucking mess.
Yeah, not no more.
Not no more. Nope. All right, last one for me. Frieren. Fern is pissed off at Stark because it is her birthday, and he didn't get her a gift. Like she gave him a gift a couple episodes ago.
Sounds like something I would do. Like, I fucking got you something. Why didn't you get me something? It's only fair.
Oh, like she's upset about it. Like she's like, but she does her adorable little pouting thing. Scene, he like walks in, he's like, oh, what's going on here? He's like, oh, they're fine. Oh, so it's a lover's quarrel. It's like, why you gotta say it like that? Well, we all know it is. We all know
it is. What the fuck? Yeah.
But Fern doesn't admit her emotions like that. Stark, he walks away a little upset. Scene talks to Fern a little bit, like the comment out, like, I'm sure he wanted to get you something together, type of thing. So Fern goes looking for Stark, and Stark actually apologizes. Basically, it's more of he didn't know what to get her, and he wanted to get her something that she would actually want and enjoy, instead of just like a random crap gift. Like he wants it to actually mean something.
Mm-hmm.
So they go around town shopping, and he gets her a bracelet. But he didn't know about the meaning of the bracelet on it. It's like a lotus type of thing. And it means like eternal love. And she tells him that as she is wearing it.
No.
He's like, I'm sorry. I could give it back. Nope. I'm keeping it. You're a dummy. But I am still keeping it. But no, she actually likes him. She really does.
No.
So Frieren and Scene, they're like watching him from afar. Frieren was reminiscing about the past a little bit with Scene. And a little praise she does is like she would pet Hater, the priest, the corrupted priest on the head, like a good job type of thing. And she did the same thing for Scene here. I thought it was a little funny. So basically now it's time for them to travel to the next town. They're in the carriage. Fern asked Frieren, like, yeah, did you ever get anything from Himmel? And it was a ring. He got a ring from Himmel from the past. And as she was trying to look for it, a creature grabbed their carriage to carry them, and the ring fell out of the carriage. Frieren was able to make the monster drop the carriage, but yeah, sure, they're fine, but the carriage is ruined. The rest of this is like trying to fix this, and yeah, she actually cannot find the ring, and so she's been looking for it in the middle of the night. And Fern sees her like sneaking out, like trying to look for this thing. Like, why does it matter to you? Type of ordeal. Like, or is it important to you?
Mm-hmm.
And we get a flashback when Himmel and Frieren, after they defeated the Demon Lord, they were like looking around for accessories and all that. And she picked out a ring. And this also had the lotus on it, the eternal love thing. She didn't know. She just picked a random one that she liked. So he saw this, and he actually turned around to face her, and he got down on one knee and put it on her, put the ring on her finger.
Well, he proposed.
Yeah, I was like, oh.
Oh, squee!
I was like, oh, God.
Can't take it.
Yeah, exactly. But obviously, they didn't get married, but she still kept it. Because, elves don't understand or care about romance.
Yeah, because they're gonna.
But he still wanted to give her that gesture because he actually did love her.
You will always be mine.
Basically, well, she cried when he died because she regret not getting to know him more after.
Mm-hmm.
That's why they're on this adventure now, like a way to talk to the dead. I like the whole quest for this. 10-year adventure thing. But eventually she finds it because the guy who was riding the carriage gave him a spell to look for lost accessories. Nice beautiful sequence with the spell. They found it. They carry on the carriage. End episode. Very nicely done. And that was probably like what, 20 minutes?
Not bad. Did you see what JP posted?
In the group?
Yeah.
Let's see. What did he post? Oh, shit.
Liv Morgan got arrested.
She'll be fine.
For pot, no less.
War pots.
Oh, there goes her run. There goes her push, as JR would say.
Well, what you call it? Fucking Jey Uso can get a push forever, so he'll be fine.
She will be.
Yeah, so
I can't wait to see. I can't wait to hear the promos in AEW over MJF's new, like, quote unquote girlfriend, even though it's still Alicia Ate's out.
It's stupid.
It is, but you know, it's 2023 wrestling now.
Fuck's sake!
You fucked my wife. You made a mean TikTok about me.
Oh no, we have to fight. We got not. Oh, you slept with my girl. You killed my dog.
Yeah, for real. Like, you ran over my dog and didn't even say sorry. Is better than like, you made a mean TikTok about me.
Like you tweeted about me. Why? Oh boy! All right, let's get to some of our together, shall we?
Some, you mean like 15 of them motherfuckers?
Exactly.
Ugh.
Let's start with Dead Mount Dead Play.
Go
ahead.
Huh?
Go ahead.
Oh, why you leave it to me?
Yes.
Bastard. Dead Mount.
Yes, Dead Mouth.
Dead
Mouth, baby.
Dead mouth. Man, it's a lot of sucking if you got a dead mouth, I'll tell you what.
If you will, baby.
All right, Dead Mount Death Play. Episode 10 was pretty solid. When you look at the anime at this stage, it's basically like the pieces that are surrounding the overall story are really just falling into place from various angles. So the episodes focus from several different points. The first major point, I'd say, is basically more around Civil. Civil, we learn, was supposed to be the host. Like, her body was supposed to be the host of the copy mind of the original Sabarimond. But for whatever, I forget what they explained, but they deemed her like a failure, and so she was basically isekai to Earth. And so she's trying to basically get back. Her ultimate goal is to return back to the homeland that she was isekai from. And we also learn during a fight between Civil and the fire-breathing bug, the fire-breathing bug's history. We find out the bug is actually like the remnants of like some like genetic experiments that happened over 100 years ago in Japan, where they tried to alter humans to give them like extra special powers. And so once that experiment came to an end, there were 18 subjects. They killed the majority of the 18. Out of the 18, they killed 16. They couldn't find the bodies of 2. Come to find out, it's a man and a woman. That man and woman procreated, made more of their special powers with the fire breathing type of thing. And basically, that's the origins of the quote unquote fire breathing bug, which is pretty interesting. So from there, meanwhile, while this is all happening, we have what's it called? Okay, yeah. So she basically wants to meet up. Civil wants to meet up with Solitaire, and she does. And basically, she kind of comes up with a point that basically, like, hey, I want to go on your talk show, and I want to like reveal myself to the world. And she even shows Solitaire like an exact copy of the actual insignia from that other world. Like, oh yeah, he's like, yeah, your bastardized drawing is actually a piece from this particular insignia. And so they have, you know, again, the battle with the bug happens, and then at the end, once the bug is defeated, quote unquote defeated, Solitaire is like, another time, sweetie, uses a magic card trip and disappears. He fucks off. And while this is all happening, basically we see, I don't remember the names. Do you remember the name of like the assassin that wears the schoolgirl outfit? Not Misaki, the other one that's friends with the other assassin that they defeated.
Hold on. Do you know what hair she had?
Black.
Black hair.
And
Not
she has an obsession with Shayu.
with Shayu.
Yeah, the one that's like
Are you talking about the sister?
yeah, the sister.
Oh, what the fuck was her name? It's not Yomogi.
I don't know the name, but in any case, while Matt looks that up if he ever finds it, basically we see her. She arrives near the building, and as she's about to go into the building to try and fight everybody, we see someone from the Heilei clan that's basically kind of posted in secret. And come to find out, despite the fact that Shayu isn't part of the Heileis anymore, when he actually had a legitimate sister, and the sister has been basically keeping eyes on him from the shadows all these years while he's been.
I think it's Yanmei.
Yanmei. Okay.
Maybe.
So anyway, so basically we find out, like I said, he's had a sister, and the sister's always been looking around and just keeping an eye on her, and they basically start to have a battle. We don't know what happens with the battle, but it's pretty decent for the 30 seconds that are there. And then basically, that's really the more important pieces. I guess the only piece that I didn't mention in my review is that the two cops, they visit a interesting, like, I guess, like shed type location. Basically that it was like the start of like one of the great fires. I believe it was like the Great Kanto Fire.
Majiri, that's who it is.
Majiri. Okay, thank you. Yeah, that makes more sense. Anyway, so they visit this location, and it turned to find out like the fires happened over 100 years ago as well, and that the place was severely damaged, and it was bought for a fortune by like a particular like shogunate, like remnants of like a shogunate clan, and they spent even more money to fix it up so it didn't look like anything happened. So they're about to enter that location and find some unknown secrets or clues. And then Polka's in it briefly. He just tries to like calm like Shayu and them down. Nothing really too critical this week of Polka. And then the final piece of the episode basically is after Sybil's whole battle, after Solitaire fucking dips, she gets a phone call. The phone call is from the merchant that's in the prison. Come to find out, she's been patronizing him for many years, and she ordered something special. We don't know what she ordered, but the merchant simply called her to let her know that her special order has been delivered and is ready for her pickup, whatever that may be.
Alrighty, but yeah, it wasn't a bad episode.
No, it's not at all.
Yeah. All right, let's get to forbidden deductions. We got a Mofu episode again. So no, not Mofu. What's that guy's name? The fancy guy.
Kawasami.
Omito.
Kawasami, right?
Yeah, Kawasami. Yeah.
Yeah, Kawasami.
Eagle Eye is back, but
he's in a slump.
Yep, all because his right-hand man was arrested. Because of this, he's been slacking. Well, not slacking, just couldn't concentrate, not as focused.
Yep, he's losing sleep. He's not eating right. He's all sorts of fucked up.
Yep, he thinks he's not good. He thinks he's not good anymore. He thinks not that the detective he is there.
Yeah.
So Totomaru is basically there to help him out. Get his groove back, as they say.
Not really, no. He's there to basically report on how fucked up he is over to the chief. Because the chief is elated.
Yeah, she loves seeing him fuck up.
Yeah.
So yeah, go check on him. Tell me how bad he is. But no, we get this clumsy side of him. And Ron, he's not a major factor.
No, so Ron is a major factor in this episode for a particular reason, not because
but not for him. So not for him, but like after.
No, so but basically the episode starts off. You're skipping the fact that the episode did start off with Ron visiting a neurologist to find out the origins of this like possession that he has, where he demands people die and they do it. So they're trying to find it, and they're like, oh well, you have something that's like inherited. So we can send you to another neurologist far away if you want. I could send you an order, like a referral. And so he accompanies Toto on his trip. And basically, when they get off the train, he's like, I actually have business, so I'm going to split. I'll meet up with you later. Toto has no idea what's going on with Ron, but Ron does his own thing for a little bit. And then basically, as Matt was saying, we see Toto and Kawasami. They interact and do all that together. And then as they're walking, basically he's like, hey, you can report that I'm fucking up, and that's fine. Let's have lunch. Let's go get some souvenirs for your friends, and you get the fuck out along the way.
Also, he's warned. He's also what do you call it? He's warned about the culprit, the Mad Chameleon.
Yes, as they're shopping, there's a sign called the Mad Chameleon. He's like, "Who's that?" And it's like, "Oh, it's somebody that attacks people and takes their cell phones with a wrench."
And
and of course, it happens right in front of them.
Yep,
it never fails. Happens right in front of them.
Like,
but this
nobody
time
move.
No, this one is different because this guy actually dies. The other people were just sent to the hospital. They actually killed this guy this time, and basically Ron tries to go after him. And he knocked the culprit knocks over a lady, and then takes coverage inside of a clothing store. And so Ron and Kawasemi, they don't let anybody that was in the clothing store at that particular moment leave, and they try to basically like narrow it down. They're like, "Oh, here's the eagle eye in action. Here's the eagle eye in action." He can't.
And he's like pointing at him, the other guy.
Yeah,
he
does a tiny bit. He's like, "Oh, you can tell that the person is like no more than is like at least 170 centimeters tall, so we can eliminate those two. So it's down to 3 men, but you can't pick out any one particular detail." So after this happens for like a while, they're sitting there deliberating
he's
for a
losing
while.
his cool. He's like but thankfully they're not leaving. Just like, nope, they're just gonna let him try to do his thing.
Yeah, basically. And so after a while, like I said, this happens for a while. And so the cops are like, "Hey, you have them detained for a while. Are you making any progress?" And so Kawasemi is like, "Just let them go." So they get all the details, and they all fuck off. It's immediately after this happens, who calls? Ron calls. And so Ron rushes to the scene. Kawasemi actually asks for his help. And Ron is able to, of course, because he's such a brilliant person, he's able to deduce the situation quickly. And however, though, he doesn't want to necessarily give that to them. Of course, what he normally does, he deduces quickly and he tries to let Toto figure it out. This time, it plays on the opposite end. He wants Kawasemi to figure it out. And so he dresses up as Kawasemi, calls himself Konasagi or some shit like that, something really similar to his name. And instead of tweezers, he's got a what's it called? He's got a cooking utensil thing. What is that? Like the scooper, whatever it's called. Not a ladle, but like the metal thing, the hand with
the tongue.
Tong. There we go. Thank you. He's got fucking kitchen tongs, and he basically pulls a Kawasemi. And he's like, "You've been not eating. He's like, you haven't been eating. You haven't been sleeping well." He's like, you look a disaster. Like, he just goes off. And then basically this causes Kawasemi to basically do the same thing back. He's like, you're not even wearing 2 shoes. Your necktie is too long. You've got no undershirt. His undershirt is wrinkled. And then he's like, and then he starts getting back into it. He starts figuring it out. And eventually he figures out more or less who it may be. But he's like, all right, we know who it is, but how are we going to get them? Because when they find out who it is, they figure it out. They're like, yeah, he gave a fake address, fake ID name. Like, he's gone. So we're like, fuck. So they're like, well, he had a phone. Where is his phone? And so basically, Ron is like, the phone is making a phone call and looks like behind him. And they're like, oh. So basically, the criminal comes back and he goes over to a mannequin. And the mannequin has the phone. As he touches the phone to grab it, it was like a raid. All the cops pop out of everywhere. Freeze, you're under arrest.
Yeah.
And that's how the episode ends, with Kawasemi getting his mojo back.
Yep. He also goes to the one guy like, "Hey, got your thread."
Yep, he is back. Full fucking anal, like to the most minuscule detail.
You see what you could do if you try, Kawasemi.
You see what you could do if you were competent, Toto? I still laugh when I hear Toto because it means fucking. It's like a childish way to say vagina in Spanish. I always laugh at that.
But anyway, let's move on. Let's get to Shield Hero.
Solid episode.
This is a Rishia episode.
Yes.
Yeah, she's finally getting focused. We forgot she was there.
Yes, she's useless like Miwa.
Yeah, we get flashbacks with Ichuki, basically how she got kicked out. They basically just want to get rid of her. So that happens. There's about how her training's going well. Somebody reports something.
Mm-hmm.
What was his nickname? Justice, Phantom Justice.
Something like that.
For the underground, yeah. So
Yeah.
somebody is fighting underground.
Just call him Justice.
Yeah, someone calls him Justice, and he has a bow. And like, no, that can't be him. And they're putting it all together. Like, yeah, that's Itsuki.
Mm-hmm.
Half of us are gonna go there. Philo, you're not coming. You're gonna go level up.
Mm-hmm.
Because you really need some levels.
She lost like 30 levels.
Yeah, so yeah, she lost half her levels.
Yeah.
And she fucking makes Melty come with her.
Because they were saying that Melty needs, even though she's a princess, she's got a lot of latent power that she doesn't like harness. So she should train and get her levels up. But I gotta do paperwork. It doesn't matter what you have to do.
Playtime, damn it. I want
go with the fucking big chicken and go work out.
Play with the lolly chicken.
Play with the lolly chicken. So wait, if you have a giant like rotisserie chicken, is a lolly chicken a chicken nugget? Yeah, I think so, right, Papa?
I would hope so. She wants the chicken. She's craving.
So when you eat chicken nuggies, are you eating lolly chickies?
No, I think
I'm ruining everybody's perception of chicken nuggies now.
Yes.
Do you say chicken nuggies?
No, I do not say chicken nuggies.
It's so fucking like dope to say chicken nuggies thanks to that fucking thing, you know.
Oh, Mandalorian with
the Mando, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Grogu, yeah. Yeah. So they go to the underground thing. They go to the fighting arena. They talk to the slave owner. Like, oh, so why are you guys here? I see you're all fired up, even though none of them are fired up. This is the way they look at them. I see fire in their eyes. There's like nothing there.
Nope.
Basically, they want to talk about the participant.
Yep.
And it's actually Itsuki. Rishia sees him like walking, goes to try to talk to her because she still loves him, still simping for him.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, dude, just let it go. It's okay. He wants nothing to do with you.
Just suck Nafumi. Just suck off Nafumi. You'll feel better.
No, just forget him. Let him go. But she falls into his locker room, then stabs in the shower like Bruiser Brody. No. But no, Itsuki's like talking to himself and all this. Like he has to help everyone. He has to save everyone. We found out he's manipulated by bitch.
Again.
Yes, so he's another sucker.
So bitch has basically manipulated all four of the Cardinal Heroes now. She has like sunk her claws in. And I'll give her props. She's done this without fucking any of them. Well, she might have fucked
Motoyoshi. She might have, because she stayed with him the longest.
Yeah, she stayed with him the longest. So
yeah, fucking Ren was like a week and change.
No, I don't even think so. That was like a weekend.
Yeah. Oh yeah. By the way, I stole your shit because you're weak. Bye.
Yeah, for real. Bye, little dick.
Not for me was the quickest so far.
Yeah, it's 24 hours.
Yeah, not even. But yeah, with bitch, she basically. Before this, though, Itsuki's rest of his team, they left him after the Spirit Tortoise.
But they came back.
Yeah, because of bitch.
Mm-hmm.
And basically, he's telling them she's like telling them, hey, you got to win all this money because now Fumi and everyone else, they're holding the slaves' houses. So you have to win. If you win, you'll free in the slaves, even though she just wants all the money. That's really all it is.
I just want her to fucking just have the absolute most horrendous. I can't even say what I always say because I don't want to get us kicked off the air. But
no, don't. But
I wish all the worst, all the most heinous things you've ever seen.
It's gonna be worse.
I wish them all.
It's gonna be worse for her. It's gonna be.
You read?
No, Chris told me.
Oh, Chris ruined it.
He hasn't. You want to? You know what? Why not? And he told me, he's like, oh.
So worse, as in she does more heinous things.
Yes.
Oh my god.
I'm like, oh, that okay. So the one thing that happened a couple weeks ago was fucking foreshadowing in a sense. I'm not gonna tell you what, but I'm like, shit.
Bro, you know what I want? I want Nafumi to take his fucking shield and just like fucking place it under her fucking cunt, and I want her to like just have like Philo or fucking somebody kick the shit all the way up.
No, not there. Just
That's
right
what I want.
just in the neck. Just decapitation.
No, I want her to just from the organs up, just fucking just the most horrendous, the most horrendous type of death. I want.
Well, anyway, before we move on, basically, Itsuki just shoves Rishi out of the way, like move bitch out of the way.
Move, what bitch.
Like, what did she do?
Not a damn thing. He's just a dick because a bitch.
Yeah. So basically, well, talking ain't going, so we're gonna have to fight him.
We're gonna have to kick his ass.
Yeah. So Rishi's like, I'll do it.
For real.
It's like, you okay?
No, but she's been training.
I know. It's like training. I mean, like Reptalia could probably do it easily, but okay.
It's a matter of personal vindication.
Yeah, basically, you saved me when I needed it, so I'm gonna save you. So
and then maybe you'll fuck me afterwards. Yay!
Yeah, nah, I hope not. But no, the Slayer guy is like, you know what? I'll learn the underground arena. No bets, no nothing. You guys could duke it out, no restraints. So Rishi is in the ring.
What did he have to give up for that though? What did Nafumi have to give up? I missed that. He gave up something. I don't recall what it was.
I think a money or some type of cut.
Okay.
Definitely. I think it was definitely something financial.
Of course.
But yep. And basically, before it ends, she's like, "I'm going to save you from yourself. Yes, the sword ready. We're about to begin. That will be 2 days. We'll cover that in the finale next week.
Is that the finale?
Next week.
Next week's the finale.
Yeah, a lot of these are ending next week.
Yeah, dating story, Shield Hero. Isaac got 2 weeks. Ruin,
Eminence.
Girlfriend.
Stone,
Eminence.
That's it. And the only things that we would cover during our wars would be Paladin, 100 Girlfriends,
Revengers.
And Revengers and Zom 100 when it comes back.
And Juju.
Yep, Juju.
Yeah.
So we'll have a couple left over, but
Deadmau5 too.
Deadmau5, Spy Family, like any Saturday.
Yeah.
And up, that'll be our theme for the awards. But and that a lot of stuff's gonna be done.
Thank heaven.
Yep. Thank heavens indeed.
And then literally from January 3rd is just fucking anime. That Monday, I think, or Wednesday. I think starting that Wednesday, whenever that is. Just
more or less.
More spring anime. Or sorry, winter anime.
All right, let's get to our 3 rom-coms.
All right.
Let's go dating story. Defend this.
I can't. I'm like,
I know, like
the bloom is off the rose for me on this. Although I saw previews of today's episode. I don't think you care if I spoil it. They appear to be back to normal.
Oh, so like nothing happened. Like again, where did I see this? 3 or 4 episodes ago.
Like they're apparently
happened. This happened already. The same way. A misunderstanding. All right, let's go ahead. Bert, the poster happened.
Yep.
Ryota, Runa, they're walking home. Like he's gonna walk her home. And he apologized, like, no, save it. You liked hers the best. It's fine. Or better yet, why don't you date her? Because you have more in common with her.
See, and in real life, high school person would be like, you know what? It's a good idea. She was willing to give up the pussy.
Yeah.
So was I.
No, but just like
you want her because she hasn't given it up. Is that what it is?
No. Yeah, he picked her because a pamphlet, a fucking pamphlet.
Yes.
Of all the things,
yeah,
the pamphlet was the final straw.
But all right. So in her defense, because I deal with this so much when I deal with Karen. Honest to God, I deal with this so fucking much. Right? When you have an explanation, right? If you give the straight answer, it comes off very badly. When you give a small justification for that, it's not as bad. Granted, they're still in high school and immature. It probably would be still bad, but literally in his mind, right? He's like, given my style, how I like things, I like the chromatic. right?
Yeah, and if it's more of future, which
If
that
it
was the
fits
theme.
more like because we're trying to be mature, but Runa, of course, isn't very mature. She just
No.
like she's a gyrer. She likes just fucking all pretty, bold, exuberant, which is nice, but it shouldn't be what this was.
But I'm saying like for someone who is an experienced girlfriend, no experience.
No, the only thing she's experienced with is fucking.
Exactly. That's the problem. That's like
That's the
I'm
only
not
thing she's experienced
like,
with is
I'm a
fucking.
pro at dating. No, you're a pro at fucking. There's a
Yeah.
difference. You can
Yes.
fuck without dating.
Yes.
This happens. There's more
Yes.
normal now than you think.
Yes. Agreed.
But it's like, no, you're both fucking amateurs in this field. Rio is actually trying.
He's very
making,
objective.
he's growing.
Yes.
She is not.
She's only growing from the standpoint of not opening her legs up.
That's it. But that's not real growth.
It's tangible. It's quantifiable, but it's not. You can't. It pales in comparison to Rio's growth. You're right.
Exactly. And now she's like, oh, by the way, we should take a break. Not break up. Let's take a break. And Nicuru, she blames him.
Yeah.
I thought you were the one. You don't know what love is. Like, bitch, you fell in love with a guy that you dated for 2 weeks.
That was 4 years older than you, or 3 years older than you.
Yes. So you are not one to talk.
And you're still hung up with him.
Yes, exactly. Oh, I don't want to hear it. Like, the whole group of friends are dumb. I'm sorry.
No, Akari is not dumb.
Okay, she raid scenes wrong. Okay. You know what? She's actually more dead set. We'll get to her later, but
yeah, she's not dumb.
But I'm sorry. The other two are dumb.
Yes.
They're very generic high school behavior.
Yes. Misunderstandings galore.
Yes. So, I thought you're the one. You don't know what real love is, but look at me. Single. Hung up on a guy who is older than me that I dated for 2 weeks.
So
what a badass.
When you think about it, he's the most experienced person in the whole collection.
Yes.
He is.
Yes.
And now he's hung up on her, but we'll get to that.
So now Rio's just like, well, what a fuck. So he's like, you know what? Fine. I'll give her space. I talked to her. If she wants to talk to me, I am here. But Akari's like, quick, come with me. I need to talk to you. Yes. I don't know how to tell you this, but
your whore is whoring.
Runa moved on already. She has a sugar daddy. Yep. She says it like that. Like, oh, I saw her carrying a bag, like she's on a date with this really handsome guy. Already. So
she's got a Louis bag. She did something strange for some piece of change.
Yep. So Rio's like, no. This can't be it.
I changed my whore ways.
I'm gonna go talk to my friend. Shugo. Hey, can you help me out here?
I got you, bro.
Yeah, I got you. Also, your friend. No, that's later. Yeah. Just talk to her. Just talk to her.
Yeah.
So they go to the festival's going on too while this is happening.
Yep.
So they all see all stalls and all this. He sees Akari. The Akari's like, like,
that's
what?
The sugar daddy.
And Rio's like, bro.
Yeah.
I'm surprised he just didn't punch him. Like,
because he's level-headed. He's level-headed.
Yeah. I know. I'm surprised. A normal high schooler would have punched him.
Well, but you know what it is. Also, he couldn't get too mad because he never told him who Runa
his
was.
girlfriend was. Yeah, so, that's true. So
that's more on Runa because if Runa's putting herself out there to get fucked, he's just doing what a guy does. You can't get too mad at the dude. Had he told him that was the girl,
but he is angry. He is angry though. But they do talk.
Yep.
And they talked about, and you find out that we all knew that Shugo is the boyfriend of Nick.
Of Nicole, yeah, we figured that out, and then they confirmed it officially.
Yeah, they confirmed it, and basically, I'm not her sugar daddy. In fact, quite the opposite.
Yeah.
Runa wanted to talk to me about Nicole. Yeah. That's all it was.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, so why'd you leave her? I wanted to fuck around. I'm a college student. What do you expect?
No, it was high school and middle school.
But still, like,
yeah, now I'm in college. Yeah, I'm like, you know how much pussy I've been in, bro?
Yeah, like, you know what fraternity is, pal.
My sheets have had so much blood on them, you'd think I killed somebody, except it's all virginities.
Yeah, but no, he got tired of it.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh man, I really did have it good with Nicole. It's like, well, Nicole's here. Why don't we go talk to both of them together? It's like, oh, I don't know.
He made a fair point. He's like, what do I look like? I left this bitch to go fuck around with other bitches. And now I'm sorry, I'm back. I did that with Karen, but regardless.
Yeah. Well, obviously it worked, but
yeah, I know it does work.
Yeah, but Nicole and Runa were out. But yeah, Nicole and Runa were hanging outside, and of course, 3 guys were harassing them.
Yeah.
And then Akari's like, quick, come quick. They're about to get gangbanged.
Yeah, basically. I really wanted something bad to happen to those dudes. Like, is that how some Japanese men? It's like, is there 2 sides to Japanese men or 3 sides? There's aloof and cool. There's like super pushy, rapey, and then there's like doofus loser. Is there anything in between?
Delinquent. Biker
and you have Yankee.
Yeah. Basically. So basically, they're harassing the girls, and then Rio's just like, "Get off my girls!" Like, oh well, fine, take her. She's a whore anyway. Shit,
for real, right?
And then bye, Nicole.
Yeah.
And then Nicole's by herself, and then Sugar's like, "Hey, back off,
my bitch."
Like holds the head, grabs one, like, "We got a problem." Like, no, go ahead. No. We just want to say hi. And that's it.
Really? Doesn't that say a lot too? Like, they're like, fucking, there got to be at least college age students. They're like, let's go to this high school.
Basically, it's our 3rd year. It's okay. So yeah, now while it's going on, like but Runa and Rio, they don't talk about the relationship or anything.
No,
nothing happens. Ichiji,
yes,
confesses to Akari. It's like, I like you. Please go out with me. It's like, do you know me? You like me, but I'm not going to go just because you said it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm very serious about when it comes to love. I want to be legitimate. I want you to actually mean it. Like, will it kill a guy to befriend them first before asking them out? He got the blood of it, basically.
Yeah, he got fucking kicked in the dick without being kicked in the dick.
Like I was like, stop. He's already dead.
Yeah.
His confidence is gone forever. It's okay.
You straight up just shot his soul, and here you are, just still emptying the clip in it.
Like, you are triple tapping this guy.
And bro, every time she kept going, I thought to myself, like, Mortal Kombat KO.
So like, yo, the stock's gone. The stock is gone.
Finish him.
Look, it's a negative 5 on his stock. He's not coming back.
Yeah, the horse is dead.
He's dead, Jim. But Runa actually calms down, like, it wouldn't be her to just be their friends. Like, she's just very serious about it.
Yeah.
So try that. It'll work that time.
Yeah.
And then, of course, Ren and Ichiki's like, man, you're lucky to have a girlfriend. Like, oh yeah, that's right. We are dating. I gotta go find her.
Yeah, let me go be a good person. Find my girl.
Yeah. Yeah, and basically Runa's like, oh yeah, I was never mad. I just didn't want to talk to you. I just didn't want to talk to you, basically.
That's mad. Well, I mean, that is the definition of a break too.
Yeah, it's like, I just didn't know if you really like me or not. It's like, I do, you fucking idiot.
For real, right? Do you not see what I've been through with you? Do you not see how much I care about you and how I've completely changed my ways as a person?
Yeah.
Like, did you not notice that I was a fucking bum and a loser, and now I'm not because of you?
Like, I rejected the girl that rejected me for you.
I rejected you opening your legs to me because I wanted to get to know you. Akari, who wants to be in love in a relationship, wants. So can't you take a hint from your friend that this is how you should do a relationship?
Yeah. So I hate both of you.
The bloom is off the rose. Honestly.
Yeah, no.
The bloom is off the rose.
Fuck them.
I don't have a ship. I don't really have a ship anymore. This is the only official, like, no, you can't say that. The other ones are official. I just don't want to give it to 6-timers and 3-timers. Like, I just can't I can't find it within me to.
I mean, you could do Jinshi and Mao Mao.
That's not an official ship. At least I have official ships with the other three.
And Lloyd and Yor really didn't do anything to really pretend to be a
Lloyd
couple.
and Yor haven't done anything this season. It was all about Yor.
Yeah, basically. More or less.
I don't have a couple in the race right now.
Well, monogamous couple you don't have. Unless you want to do
we haven't seen this week's girlfriend. I don't know how much you know of it, but
I'm all caught up manga wise. It's done.
So if in this episode or by the end of the season, like Shino becomes an official girlfriend, that's my pick. We'll get to that in momentarily.
But before that, 100 Girlfriends.
Yes.
Because girlfriend deserves a closed rom-com.
Agreed. A fucking greed.
Basically, they're at the Hikari's mansion. It's time to put the plan in action. They got everything laid out. They got this. We're gonna sneak around the guards. And of course, there's a cat. This fucking cat.
Yes, always.
Yeah, distracts Karane, steals the ball. Security guard is there. No, fucking not AI wants to go. If I just do a switch kick to this cat, it'll get knocked out. It's like, no, we're not getting PETA after
that
us.
Was great. They literally name dropped PETA too. That was fantastic.
I know. And Chris pointed this out. There was a girl in Lager reference. Row, fight the power. She said this.
Yeah, it was great.
I was like, yes.
The hilarity scale this week was on point.
Yeah, especially with AI. But
yes.
As security guard comes, of course, they hide behind this tree. Security guard sees the cat. Like, oh, all right, it's a cat. All right.
Here's your little ball.
Yeah.
Fetch. Oh, no, let me get the ball. You little bastard. Give me the fucking ball. I'm trying to play
exactly. So the door's locked. So AI, again, helps out by grabbing these little stones, flicking the door unlocked.
And she busts her whole fucking finger, not just the nail. She literally split her fucking fingernail.
Yep. And so Rentaro, the boyfriend he is, helps her out with it.
Peroxide, bandages.
Yep. They came prepared.
Actually, no, I'm sorry. I got to give the Orange Cassidy a thumbs up.
Exactly. They get inside and they see a dog. They back away, but Shizuka is left behind. She's left with the dog.
And she gives her final words, her final goodbyes.
I don't want to die, boss man. Like, I got ultimate sacrifice. Salute, crying.
This is the cause.
But the dog just lays down.
Because they recognize her as a weak little child.
Yes. Oh.
More to the lolly theme here.
Yes, and Kusuri gives a hair. Here's this potion thing to make the dog fall asleep.
And she fucking drinks it instead.
Yep. But it's okay. They're fine. The dog's fine. They go to the next room, and Kusuri has the next experiments. Gives her to Rentaro because the cat triggered the alarm.
No, they triggered the alarm.
They trigger the alarm, but they hide, but they see the cat. Like, oh, you did it again, silly cat.
Yeah.
But now both security guys are like, oh, let's just take care of
Bro, you think they were trying to break into the Louvre in the middle of the night with all this fucking security, trying to steal the Mona Lisa?
She might have it somewhere.
Yeah, she might be that rich, right? She is
fucking rich. Jesus Christ.
She has a Van Gogh and a fucking Warhol somewhere.
Yes. She has the famous soup can picture somewhere.
Yeah.
So basically she gives Rensaro's thing where basically he could see an infrared.
And he's got a Sharingan.
He activated a Sharingan, yeah. and everything's like, not even Tom Cruise can do this. What the hell?
It's just one block of fucking like sensor.
Everywhere.
So
basically they would go to the ceiling.
Yeah.
And they realized like, hey, what's with that envelope you got there? And
turns out that what she gave
it was
Rentaro,
her application for the science phase she wants to get into. She sacrificed it to save Hikari.
Yeah.
Because she let her nuzzle on her tits when she was crying. Exactly. Nah, she knew what she was doing.
Or by power.
Exactly. So basically he has to tie up with someone And since Karane is flat-chested
and strong,
she's a gorilla, tsundere.
Yep.
Has to be hers.
Yep.
So they're on top. They're like rolling. And she's being tickled.
Yeah.
Because she's wearing very light clothing.
Yep.
Like rising up.
And it's loose. And so, right, basically, her Rentaro's nose is touching her belly. And she's doki doki.
Yep. And she's about to fall. She almost escapade.
Yep.
And eventually, when that happened, they were done.
Yep. She came, but they finished.
Yep. Exactly. The time has come, and so have they. Yep. So Rento Karane leaves the other 3 girls behind.
Yep.
They get to Hikari's room.
Open the
came
door.
Here for you. Hikari's like, "Get out of here! Why are you here? You shouldn't be here." Yep. The laser was on that.
Yep.
They got taken. They were at the mom's room. The mom explains why she doesn't want her to go the same path she did because she
was an idiot.
She blindly fell in love with someone as well, and he died
of an illness, but not before she got his sperm.
Yep.
And
she was 13 when she conceived her.
In vitroed herself with his sperm and had a Hikari.
Yep, and so that's why she's been sheltered and all this. They say that's why I can't let you have her. Rentaro is like crying, like, "That's so beautiful, I get it." But his Sharingan is fading away because he didn't kill his best friend to activate the Mangekyo Sharingan.
Correct.
Eyes are up. They stare at each other. And immediately, Hikari pulled a 180. "I like you. Please go out with me." Like, hold the choke the mouth, Kurosei. Hold.
I mean, you ruined that. He's gonna fuck his cousin, so you know, hey.
But I was like, hold on. He found it. Basically, hot melts in his area, and he found one right there.
Happens to be his girlfriend's mom.
Yep.
That's straight out of
like I said, the key to relationship is the parents. Have sex with them and
you'd be surprised in Korean porn, like the amount of that's like the scenario. Like, guy shows up at a rich person's mansion or like at a boarding house. They fall in love with a girl, starts fucking the girl, or likes the girl, starts fucking the girl. The mom eventually gets jealous because she's a single, lonely person, or she's like married and she's lonely, ends up fucking the guy, and the guy falls in love with the mom.
Yep.
And then does both of them at the same time. Or different.
Yeah. I wonder how Renta will get out of this one.
He's not. He has now. They fucking made the soulmate bullshit, you know. So now
I know, but how's he gonna say it? How's Hikari gonna feel?
Let's make a bet. If I make you come in 5 minutes, I can take your daughter.
Like I said, the relationship the parents. Have sex with them and you're in.
Yeah, exactly. It's been so long. Push in. Oh.
Let's see if she is just as depraved as Hikari.
Oh, that'll be fucking phenomenal.
Yep. Because she's already degenerate herself, so.
I mean, hey, you know, if you put in
now they have infinite funds, basically.
I mean, if you're turkey basting sperm in your fucking shit at 13, there's not many limits you can go at this point, you know.
Exactly. All right, let's get to our last one. Girlfriend.
This is the best episode this series has produced ever.
We picked up where we left off. Rika is straddling a tied down Noya. Noya wakes up like, "Hey, what the fuck you doing? Yep. Why are you always kidnapping me? Why am I always tied up?" Like, it's okay. I'm a cute girl, so it's okay. It's not illegal.
That's not how it works.
Yeah,
literally says that.
Yeah, like no, that's not how it fucking works.
That's not how it works. And so what does Rika do?
Kiss him everywhere else, not the lips, the neck,
not the lips, not the penis, but everywhere else.
The neck, the shoulders, the belly.
I was expecting a nipple rub or something.
Well, he was tied the ropes around him.
Ah, that's true. Well, you can
so basically,
the ropes.
They're like tied on, so she can only do like the collar.
Oh man, you can just move. You can move the rope ever so slightly
but then he'll escape probably.
Oh yeah,
exactly.
He'll Hulk up.
Yeah, you'll Hulk up. So Shino, instead of guarding the door, basically tells Saki.
Yep.
And Saki's like, "That's it. I'm getting me mallet."
Yep. She's dead.
Yep.
Dead whore incoming.
Blunt objects coming like, "Motherfuckers." So now Saki's mood is ruined about wanting to kiss Noya. There's that fucking hussy Rika.
Yep.
Rika wants to do another plan. Make fucking guilt tripping Shino.
Yep.
So if you don't help me, I will tell them.
Yep.
We'll get to that later, but
Indeed.
But no, then Shino actually goes off on her own. Like she's like, I'm very upset about this. She hates this.
She takes off her beautiful ribbon that Noya
That he
her.
gave her.
Yep.
And Noya goes up there, checks up on her, like, hey, you okay?
Yeah.
Like, you know, it's fucking crazy over there. I don't want to deal with that. I want to check up
Yep.
on you.
Yep.
She's like, why are you actually caring for me?
Yep.
Like, oh, it's the ribbon. You still have it. Like, I'm glad you're taking good care of it. I'm glad I gave you that.
It's precious.
Yeah. And she's talking about like how much it means to her type of thing.
Yep.
And the wind
Hurricane
blows.
Forceman comes and blows it all away.
Yep, blows in the water. She's upset. She jumps in. Has a hard time swimming.
Because it's a riptide.
Yep. So Noya jumps in the water. He helps her out. Tide's coming in. The waves coming. They get pulled in. They're
on an uninhabited island, probably a mile or two from the shore.
Basically, they could see it. They could swim there, but it's too dark. They did nighttime. They were getting lost.
Cold. Yep.
So basically, they're gonna camp out on this deserted island by themselves.
Yep.
Shino's having thoughts like, oh man, what if we never get out? Like, what if we never come back? Okay. I can have a family. Like, I have a family with him.
Oh yeah, it's true. And she's like, oh, I don't know if I can have that many kids.
Yeah, because like, let's start a baseball team.
Yeah, basically.
Oh, we're gonna have the baseball team, have them swim across. Go ahead, go join the MLB.
Yeah, right.
Let us know that you won.
They're gonna be hitting coconuts with fucking tree branches over across the other side.
Yeah, all that happens. They get like food, they get water. Noya's trying to start a fire. Shino's cold.
Shino's cold. The wetsuit.
Because of her wetsuit.
I know. Get naked.
Yep, because you're gonna get hypothermia if you keep it on.
It's a good thought.
It is, no. Like he's not saying to be perverted, just
no.
Like you actually dry up as she actually leans back on him.
Yep.
With her naked body.
Yep. And she's clearly not dry.
Nope.
I've got him today, boy.
I know. We all got him today. Noya is just like, so do you like someone? And she's actually like crying. Like, I don't know how to tell him. Like, I'm afraid.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, if you actually like them, you should just be honest about it. Yeah. And if they like you the same way, they'll feel the same way. Like they'll listen.
Very simple, but makes sense.
Yep. And what happens, Ethan?
And I guess I don't know how it happened, but basically, I don't.
Yeah, he turned around. He saw that she was actually naked.
Yeah,
it's like stop it, like
even though he's seen her full ass naked up and down twice in the series.
Yeah, already. Like as she fell on.
And earlier in the season when she like stripped and she's like, "Oh, are you turned on?"
Saying like, "Could you actually look at me?"
And they somehow one thing leads to another.
Yeah, like
he ends up butt naked on top of Noya.
And face to face.
And she starts crying. And then, Noya's like, are you okay? And then she kisses him.
Yeah, like, yeah.
His first kiss is with
on the
Shino.
lips. On the lips
is with Shino.
Remember, Nagisa only did the cheek.
Yep.
So the girl not in the relationship is ahead of everybody.
Bro, she's the most ahead. She's revealed her naked body to him. She's kissed him. She's landed on top of him while he's been Doki Doki himself.
Yep.
So she already knows what he's packing.
Exactly.
But
no, very, very good moment. If
I like the preview picture you chose too.
Honestly, if we didn't have Boy and the Heron as our main event, I probably would have closed with this.
I would have not disagreed.
Yeah, that's what I said. Like, oh yeah, we were gonna save it. Then the movie came out. I was like, oh damn it.
This is for at least Matt and I in terms of rom-coms itself. I think. Do you agree with me when I said that this is the moment of the season amongst the rom-com specific?
Yes.
The specific moment, not the series. Like Starman says, we had this whole back and forth. Starman's like, oh, so it's your rom com of the season, and I was like, no, I can like the moment without liking as the series as much.
Like it's a moment that makes it stand out compared to the others.
This moment got it in my 13. This moment alone got it in like my 13.
But no, it was an awesome moment. A very good moment.
Yeah, incredible.
All right, let us move on. Spy Family.
Wholesome.
We calm down. It's the cool down moments.
Yep. This is the women's title match in between the two main events.
Yep. Oh yeah, did you see Charlotte's gonna miss WrestleMania?
That makes sense.
She's out for 9 months.
Blu-ray ACL.
So there goes that Jade Cargill match.
I'll do it for 41.
No,
Cargill's from Atlanta?
I don't know actually. She's from. I know. No, I bet Cali. No.
I have a feeling she's Southern. I have a feeling she's from Atlanta.
I gotta look now. Hold on.
Because she started training in the South, so she's from the South somewhere. I remember that she trained in the South, like South Carolina, then Georgia, then she's
in Florida. Though. She's a Florida girl.
Oh, she was born in Florida.
Yep.
No, well, regardless, it's the South.
Yeah. I guess they're going to give her Becky Lynch or someone else.
Just don't give her Nia Jax.
No. She won't have a career anymore.
She barely has one now, honestly.
But anyway, they arrived at the island destination for the cruise.
Mm-hmm.
Lloyd and Anya are out, and they see Yor there.
Yep.
So basically,
hey Yor, your face is swollen.
There was roughhousing with the clients, and basically we didn't get the thing that we're supposed to do.
But they were happy.
Yeah, but no, they were happy with everything.
Yep.
It wasn't my fault.
Yep.
Basically, had the day off. I can now enjoy it with you guys.
Yep.
She wants to be that happy-go-lucky mother.
Yep.
For Anya.
Yep.
So they do all these things.
All of Anya's things that she wants to do.
Yep, like scuba diving, surfing. Yor pushed her.
Yeah, it was funny, and it was very interesting because when she wanted to go scuba diving, Yor in her head was like, "Oh my god, they're gonna see that I got stabbed." And then Anya overhears her mom's thoughts and was like, "Oh, I don't want to go scuba diving no more." And then they're
they say, "Oh, there's these one piece swimsuits that
the wetsuits. Yeah, you can wear the wetsuit instead of wearing like a bikini or something." Yeah, so they do that.
It's like
yeah, for real. And then, like you said, they do the surfing and fucking Yor pushes Anya like 100 miles an hour, like ripping that fucking wave.
Yep.
And then here comes fucking Lloyd at 101. Scoop.
Yep.
Scoops her up so she doesn't fucking get fucking decapitated by a wave.
Say wow.
Sugoi.
Yes. But they all have a fun, happy time. Anya gets tired. Lloyd carries her. Now Yor's tired.
Yep.
He's carrying both of them.
Yep.
And they go back to the ship.
All's well that ends well.
Oh, yep. Lloyd reports to the superior. Talks about how there was people on the board with the bomb.
Is it Midnight?
Is that her name?
I think her name is like Midnight or something.
Where is she?
Mm-hmm.
Sylvia. Is her actually? Yeah, her actual name is Sylvia.
Okay, we'll say Sylvia. Anyway, so he reports to Sylvia, and Sylvia's like, "Hey, by the way,
we had terrorists.
They're not going to repeat it on the media, but a lot of people went missing on that ship."
Yep.
And then Lloyd's like, "Well, there were a lot of suspicious-looking motherfuckers, but I figured the state police were the ones taking care of that." And they're like, "Well, we don't know. We're not going to ask. It'll get buried. Nothing will happen of it again. Don't speak of it. No problem. We won't speak of it. We won't speak of what happened on the cruise." But that doesn't prevent someone else from speaking about what happened on the cruise.
Anya.
She goes back to school. She's like, "I went on this super duper cruise."
And then Becca's like, "Oh yeah, we go on there normal. It's often. It's okay. Right. It's not the best cruise."
Yeah, it's not the best cruise. We were in first class. It was pretty all right. They're like,
it's very small.
I was stuck in third class. And they were like, "Oh, I wouldn't even discuss it. I wouldn't even mention you were on that cruise in third class."
And then basically all the students here are like, "Oh yeah, we had a show." And all that. Oh, who was it?
And then she
There were
names
the
the
bad
bad guy.
guys. There was the Chickle and Chain Barnaby.
Yeah, it was really cool that she delivered that. I'll give her that.
I know, but no one went ooh or like
Who?
this bitch crazy. This bitch crazy.
Yeah, I met the celebrity. Who'd you meet? Oh my god, I want to meet them for my birthday party. Oh, fucking poor.
Oh man, poor. And then the last part of it, Yuri. He's happy to see Nae-sama.
I hate this. Do we have to talk about this? I hate
real
this.
quick. It's the last.
The end was good though. I'll give it the end. The final like
yeah, basically. Yeah, Yuri, he's going to visit. He's happy. Oh wait, but that means Lloyd's there.
Lloyd.
And
Lloyd, meanwhile, is lamenting as he puts all the lovey-dovey shit out. Like, I hate doing this every time this motherfucker comes. He's like, but he's my antithesis because of the fact that he's state police and I'm part of the other organization.
The agency, yeah.
Yeah.
So. I'm a spy. He's a cop. He's probably looking for me.
Yeah, basically. And he is.
Yeah. He is. No, he definitely is.
He definitely is, yeah.
You got to get in. They're like all talking. It's like all like awkward.
And then Anya comes.
She's upset. Like they don't believe me. They called me a liar.
Well, why'd you lie?
I wanted to sound cool.
And so then they all sit there and like fucking Yuri's like liars are scum. And then they all like just sat there and it's funny. The episode ends when after they all say something about not lying, the four of them look down because each of them have a secret that they haven't told the other. Which is I thought that was very, very fitting. So I like that piece at the end.
Yeah. So, but no, I enjoyed it. It was a nice, relaxing break.
Honest to God, if it wasn't for the boat arc, this wouldn't be in my top 10. It wouldn't be in my list whatsoever. The boat arc put it in my top 10. If the boat arc didn't happen, it would not be on my list. Point blank.
It probably would have, but it probably would have been a little lower. But the fact that we had the actual story and stuff I wanted more Yor.
Oh yeah. I've been said that.
Like I want her in this fashion. Like
I've been said I want more. I want more Lloyd and I want more Lloyd. I want more Yor. I want more Anya when she's helping them. I don't want more Anya from school. I don't give a fuck about Anya in school. I don't give a fuck about Yuri unless it's Yuri catching on that Twilight is fucking Lloyd. That is all I care about. You know who I want? I want more of the fucking the informant. What's his dick?
David or whatever his name is?
Huh?
The which informant?
The Lloyd's informant.
It starts with a D.
Dickless
the girl or no Frankie?
Frankie, yes. I want more Frankie.
Yeah, you want to see him get rejected more.
No, I want to see him actually get a bitch. That'd be nice.
But no, it was a fine episode though. Hold on, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 left.
All right.
Let us go with Tokyo.
I hate Kasaki.
Right. Ah, man. But we put them where we left off, where Mikey is basically getting his ass kicked.
Yep.
By Izana.
Yep.
He and Mikey's trying to get his famous kicks on him, but Izana keeps blocking the very last second. Like it's not phasing him, and when it does hit, hardly any effect.
Yep.
And while it's going on, Draken is talking to Takemichi. So like about the future thing.
Yep.
It's like I believe you because of how desperate you've been to help me.
And so we'll be your arms, whatever you need. That was real. That was real.
No, Dragon's a bro. But no, I'm glad people are actually believing him instead of saying, "Hey, here's a psych ward and ice pick lobotomy for you."
Let's go to the bouncy house.
Yep. And Hinata's like, "Hey, let's have our wedding here, right this way, right for the doors."
You for real, right?
But no. And then we get a good amount of flashback, but with Izana,
Yep.
like his life and his relationship with Mikey's brother.
Shinichiro. Yep.
Yep, and that's how they got along and everything.
Yep.
But it all changed
Yep.
when he said, "I'm gonna give you Black Dragon," and then eventually to Mikey, my brother. Then Izana's like, "Huh?
Nani?
Your brother? What about me? What about me? What
I'm the
about
only
Raven?
brother you should have."
What about Raven?" Like, what? What the fuck? Who is this guy? But on the other end, you get Mikey's flashback
Yeah.
with him talking about, hey, how would you feel if you had another brother, basically, essentially?
Yeah.
And he talked about Izana. And you see the two different reactions. Izana hated it. Mikey was cool with it. And Mikey was actually trying to reach out to Izana this time.
Yeah.
Like, who says you don't have a brother?
Right.
Who says you're alone?
Yep.
Like, I'm your brother.
Yep.
Like, and I accepted that. It is on. It's like, no. He's getting distracted now. Mikey's actually kicking some sense into him.
Yeah, because basically he's got the mental edge. And
Yep.
as all this is happening, he can't touch him. Mikey's kicking his ass, and Izana looks over at Mikey and sees the ghosts of both Emma and Shinichiro, and he screams out, "Why are you on his side?" Well, I understand why Emma is. You fucking killed me, you dumb motherfucker. For one.
Right. I win.
Yeah, basically. And so then he gets pissed off, and they're like, "No, I can't lose. I'll lose everything." And he runs over to Kisaki and grabs his strap.
Like, give me the gun.
He points it at Mikey, and Mikey's like, "Yeah, pussy, shoot. Yeah, hard F word. Yeah, that's you. Shoot it."
Yeah.
Right? And he's shaking. The gun is shaking. Everyone's like, "Oh my god, he's gonna fucking shoot him." And who knocks the gun from Izana's hand?
Hold on, let me get his name.
Kakucho.
Yep. He's like, hey, no, we're not doing this again.
You're disgracing yourself. We've lost. Accept the defeat. And then Izana's like, who told the pawn to fucking speak? Who told my servant to fucking speak?
I'm like, wow.
And then we get a flashback of how Kakucho and Izana developed the relationship. And we find out Kakucho got his scar because of a car accident where both his parents died. And he was trying to make a grave for them. And bitch ass Izana comes over and is like, stop thinking about the dead, and kicks the fucking grave. And it basically makes fucking Kakucho suicidal. He's like, I was going to kill myself that night. But he's like, I'll give you a reason to live. Be my servant, boy. And I'll give you a reason to live. And so he's been his servant ever since. But now, through the power of Talk no Jitsu, we're standing up. And so then Izana tells the lieutenants, the executives, quote unquote, he's like, what are you guys standing there for? Kill this motherfucker. He's disobeying me. Nobody moves except one man. Who's the one man?
Was it Kisaki or?
It was Kisaki. And what did Kisaki do?
He shot him
in the fucking heart. Blood splatters all over.
No, he shot him the right side.
It was in his. Oh well, regardless, it was in his chest.
Yeah,
he shot him directly in the fucking chest through the heart. I thought it was the heart, but anyway, he shot him in the chest. Blood splatters on Izana. Kakucho goes on his knees. He's now coughing up blood, and the episode ends with Kisaki saying, "Oh, you guys are so annoying." Fucking Kisaki.
Oh man, we got two more of this show.
I mean, this is the best the series has ever been.
I know.
It's the best.
And I hate it. I hate it for that.
And you're saying this is the best it ever will be.
I know. Yes.
You said we got one more season after this?
I'm gonna say 2, maybe 3. Depends on how they do it. Depends on how they do it. That's the thing.
Okay.
If it's like a 1 part, 2 part, then probably 2.
Okay.
But we will see. Moving on. Let's get to Apothecary Diaries.
Very interesting.
Seductive, even. With the honey.
My honey.
Yes, all the honey.
Wait, why haven't we done Eminence in Shadow?
Because it's the penultimate. We're gonna say the penultimate's for near the end.
Oh, because that one was interesting. Okay, whatever.
Yeah, I was saying like penultimates and then finale.
Because I thought of My Honey. That's where it came from. My Honey. And he's like saying like all these bear names, and he keeps saying My Honey.
No. The episode was Honey. It was called Honey.
Yeah.
And we. Do you remember how this started off?
I think it was the report. She reported over to Jinshi. Mao reported to Jinshi about what she found.
About the poison for the garden party.
Yeah. Oh no, I'm sorry. The episode starts off with her being asked to go to the pavilion to help out the concubine.
Yes, for
that's
Lishu.
how it starts off. Yeah, concubine Lishu, and so she does like 3 days worth of work, and she notices the head lady. She's an older lady. She's past her prime, but she's really nice, approachable. She's not a bitch. She's very knowledgeable, but she notices peculiar things. One of them is she has bandages on the left side of her arm. And the other one is a humongous stockpile of honey, to which when she asks about the honey, they mention that her family owns, what is it? They own like a pacey or whatever they called it.
I forgot what it's called, but they do like honey, syrups.
Basically, they own like a honey factory in essence. And they mention about how honey is really like hard to get and really expensive. And she has literal stockpiles of honey.
Right.
So that comes into play later, I suppose. And so basically after all that's done, they do the 3 days. It's very interesting. And then they go back to what's it called? They go back to oh no, we skipped ahead. The episode actually starts off with the tea party.
Right, with Lishu with the other concubines.
Yeah, Lishu,
and she's like, and she's not drinking it.
Yeah, they offer her like orange peel with honey, and she's like scared of it. And then they're like, "Oh, like why?" So she is like nervous.
We find out why later, but
yeah, we find out why later. But basically, Mao sees the fear, sees that her ladies in waiting are still bullying her. So she takes a sip of the tea, and she's
I want Mao to just slap them like she did with the other person.
Yes, I wanted that too. I was expecting that, honestly. I was expecting her to take.
I hope she does soon.
I was expecting her to take the honey and just fucking like dump it on them, and like say like you bitches.
Mao will throw hands like she did with that one girl with the makeup. Like who did this? Me. Oh,
yeah. No, seriously.
Dragging her by the hair, like she
should have fucking like poured the honey on the table and slammed their face into it, bitch. But no, so we find that out, and so Mao takes one for the team. She sips the honey. She's like, "Nah, the honey's not good." So they're like, "Oh, do you want something else?" How about ginger water? And she's like, "Yeah, I'll take some ginger water." Mm-hmm. And so she finds that out, and then that's when they start looking into like the honey pieces and things of that nature. Anyway, so she reports over to Jinshi, and Jinshi's like, "Oh, good girls should be rewarded for their good efforts." Takes 2 fingers, seductively runs them in the honey, and starts going over to Mao, like, "Lick my fingers, girl."
And she's like, yes.
I love Cat Mao. Cat Mao is a great character in and on itself.
Yep. And thankfully, the Jinshi's assistant.
No, it was the head concubine. It was the head concubine. She asked for Jinshi's assistant, and she's like,
"Yep, like yo, what the fuck, bro?"
She's like, "Oh, I'm gonna fuck you up later for this."
Yeah, she gets to that. Like, next time I ask for you, help me.
For real. And so then the head lady comes up. "What are you doing to my fucking lady in waiting? She didn't ask for this. Who ordered you to take your nasty fingers that you've been fucking playing with yourself with and stick them in her mouth just because they have honey on them? You fucking sick pervert." And she runs away. But basically, as she is getting basically sexually assaulted with honey, she has a realization about the honey and about the thing that happened at the tea party. And so she goes over to his assistant, to Jinshu's assistant, and was like, "Hey, the Enoch." Goes over to Jinshu's Enoch and is like, "Hey, I want you to help me with some things." And so they go around, they get some information, and then she asks, like, as they're walking back, like, "Hey, can you find out about old events that happened?" Because they're basically thinking about like the quote unquote suicide that happened. They're like, that probably wasn't a suicide. And so that's kind of like where the investigation is kind of really like heading to, like trying to find out the secrets of this. And they basically tie a couple things together. And so they're basically kind of pointing towards that lady in waiting for Lishu. I forget her name. I think it's Fang Mei or something is her name.
For which one?
Lishu's head what's it called? Head lady in waiting.
I gotta see.
Or is Lishu's the little girl, or is Lishu the one that they
Lishu's the one being bullied.
Okay, no, so it was the other one. It was another concubine, but it's the head concubine. That's who she worked for. But in any case, she's the one with the bandages, and then they're basically finger pointing her. Something's up with her. And so that's when they start asking about, can you get me more information? Because the story basically is that the concubine, she's in her like mid-30s. She had a son with the current emperor when he was a prince, but the son passed away. So, there's controversy from that perspective. So eventually she asked the eunuch, like, hey, can you get me some information on what's happened in the past here? And he goes, yes, I can. So he checks out a book, gives it over to Mao Mao. Mao Mao starts reading the book and starts reading the events specifically of what happened with the delivery, the birth, and the subsequent death of the child. And the episode ends with her reading the book, reading the description of the doctor that delivered the baby, and thinking back and realizing that the doctor that delivered her baby is her father.
Dun-dun-dun.
And you see, and on that page, that the doctor was subsequently expelled.
But no, I love this show.
I do too. This would have been in my top 5 easy.
Oh yeah, same. Same.
Top 5.
No, it'll definitely get a top spot in the next season. So
we hope.
If it keeps up, yeah. If it keeps
this up, yeah, it should be in our top 10 at least. Easy.
Yeah. All right, moving on. This I love. Fucking Faraway Paladin.
Oh yeah, this was very intriguing.
We finally got the dragon build up. This paid off. And he actually, it's a fucking dragon. The presence of him, the fear and will and everyone else.
He's not no dragon from Shield Hero.
No. Valacirca, right?
Valkyria or some shit.
Valkyria.
Call him Val.
We'll call him Val. Val is like, he's talking like, hey, but Will's like, what's your name? Basically, introductions.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, good. You're a fine warrior. I respect that.
Yeah. Give him
you remind me of a certain group of heroes back in the day with the names you have.
Yeah, he's like, it's a shame that they didn't call for me. Had they called for me before the demons, we might have worked side by side instead of the opposite way.
It's like, but I am willing to work something with you. You don't have to die.
No, I don't want to kill you.
I don't want to fight you even.
No.
I want to, just pay me something. I'll be on your side.
Yeah.
And then was like, but that means people are going to get hurt eventually.
Yeah, you'll only be on our side for a certain period of time.
It's like, yeah, but you'll probably be dead by then, but who cares? I didn't do it when you were alive.
Yeah, I'm not your enemy now.
Yeah, and unless someone else makes me a better offer.
Yeah.
And
my fancy with you.
Yeah, and then Will actually stood his ground. Like, nope, I'm not doing this. It's not going to happen ever again.
Nope.
I want to fight you.
And he's like, all right, well, how about this? He switches up the proposal.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'll be your servant.
But again, you'll eventually betray me.
You're right.
You're like, you're absolutely fucking right.
But then he's like, I tell you what, we don't want this either. I'll let you be my servant if you promise to change your ways.
Yep, like you actually atone for what you've done.
Yep.
If you don't, I'm going to fight you.
And subsequently, Val is like, if I don't plunder, if I don't kill, if I don't destroy, I'm not a fucking dragon. Why the fuck would I do that? Fuck you. And meanwhile, throughout this entire perspective, as the plot thickens on these negotiations, Will starts to stutter. He starts to hesitate. He's weak at the knees. He's hyperventilating. He's losing his cool. And then suddenly he gets an image of, that's right, I have the protection of Gracefield. And by the way, I thought it was very interesting that very early on in the episode, when Will introduces himself as the light of Gracefield, the dragon in particular, it was like, you say you're the light of Gracefield, but you have the stench of the god of death on you.
Right.
I thought that was very, very interesting. But anyway, going forward back. So basically, Will stands his ground eventually after he figures out that he has grace field, does the proposition. The dragon tells him to fuck off, and the battle commences. And it's a good battle.
No, it's a great battle. They're going back and forth.
Yep.
Some have distractions.
Yep.
Will has a plan. He has an ace in the hole.
Yep. First off, it was really cool that Will, just by sheer strength, was able to pierce through the dragon scales.
Yes.
Because originally they were like, go for the old wounds. They haven't fully healed yet because it takes centuries for the heal. So go for the old wounds. You'll be able to do something. Nope, I'm just going straight now to the new ones. And fucking bust through the dragon scales.
But what the fuck?
Yeah, to Matt's point though, he's got an ace in the hole. He sets the trap up. And what is that ace in the hole, Matt?
It's a spell that makes him like disappear.
It's a triple word written spell. Yep. A Gus special.
Yep. And basically get him out, like erase him.
Completely.
And he does. Like he's gone. He disappeared. Kaput.
Yeah, just a giant
crater. They're like, did we win? They're like, they feel like celebrating, like it was anticlimactic. And then
very anticlimactic.
And Will was like, no, something's not right.
And he feels a gust of wind.
He's like, we're not done. And a grand entrance from Val.
The big explosion, grand entrance as you see the molecules of Val come back together. And Val has used transfiguration magic, which not even humans can use because it is too deadly to them.
Yep. It's like, oh man, if it was anyone else, you would have had me.
Yep, but I'm me, bitch.
And does a big attack. Everyone's knocked down.
Yep. And Will sits there and realizes, man, this dragon has faced every single hero, better than me, worse than me. He's seen it all. If my ace in the hole didn't work, we're fucked.
Yep, they are screwed.
End episode.
I was like, oh man, I can't wait.
This is good theater. This is very good theater. Depending on honestly, I'll give you a tiny spoiler. Depending on where this ends, this can jump maybe fucking 2 to 3 places. It's definitely probably going to jump a minimum of 1, depending on how it ends.
It'll definitely jump. If it ends well, it will jump a few. No, they've been building up Val for very well.
And they've built him up well because he fits the build-up.
Exactly. And it was worth the wait to actually see him in action.
I mean, it's just delivering so much. Faraway Paladin is delivering so much. It's just not quite a 5, but man, this is such a strong 4. A strong 4.
Agreed. Before we get to our penalties, we have one more Jujutsu Kaisen.
Oh my god.
Yes. Where do we begin?
There's nothing that is on that's beating this for me. Nothing.
We got 2 more too.
And we have 2 fucking more.
But we'll talk about last week briefly because I want to get to this. But
yes.
But basically, Nobara lost her eye. She's gone. Yuji, it's like losing the will to fight.
Yep.
He's getting his ass kicked. He's not going to put up anything.
Yep.
And who saves him?
My brother.
Yes, Todo is here.
Todo, let's fucking go.
Yes. Basically, he's there. He's ready. He sees his brother in struggle. He's in peril. He's like, what the fuck? Like, after he asks, he's okay. Yuji just says, I don't want to do this anymore. I want it to stop. Basically, he's like so defeated. Then Todo gives him that pep talk. He's like, if you don't, like, I can't call you my brother. If you like fight for them. Like, you got this. Like, I'm alongside you.
Yeah.
And this basically the rest of this episode was this epic freeway fight.
Yeah.
Yuji, Todo, and Mahito. Boogie Woogie in action. They're going back and forth. Mahito can't get a hit on him. He's slowly losing his cursed energies.
Yeah.
And Mahito's like, I don't know if I'm going to win this.
Yeah.
Because he can't hit Todo.
Cannot.
He's trying to start, and they're trying to hit the black flash on him, and he's Mahito's struggling. He's a pesky motherfucker. He's like Ibarra.
Yeah.
Sneaky little shit, but I digress. The rest of the episode last week was just the fight. We're here now. Fight's continuing. Mahito creates a decoy to fight Todo.
Yep.
So you have Yuji by himself. And yep, exactly. And Todo takes care of the decoys very fucking easily, actually.
Yeah, no
one
problem.
punch basically.
One Punch Man.
Yeah, basically it shows that basically Mahito is slowly almost out of power.
Yeah, they break it down. They're like, so what's his face? Toto's soul's at 100% before this happened. And they said, what's it called? Itadori's soul is at 10%. Mahito though is only at 40 because he ate a couple black flashes. No, he ate one black flush, and then the damage that Kugisaki did. By the way, you skipped the fact that Toto's little brother was with him. And two things.
That's right.
The first thing is he heals Yuji, and he's like, hey, I've healed your wounds. They're not going to bleed anymore. They can't get any worse. It doesn't help you against new wounds, but I've helped your old ones. And by the way, I helped your friend. She had no pulse and she's not breathing, so she's probably dead, but her chance of living isn't zero. Don't get your hopes up, but fear not.
Yeah, and this is where you don't know what happens to her after that.
That's fucking wild.
It is, but yeah, he takes her away.
Yep, they fuck off.
They fuck off. Sayonara. Mahito does his ace in the hole. Domain expansion.
Mm-hmm.
And it gets Todo.
However, the key, they're like, why would he do that? Because the last time he did domain expansion, Tsukino almost killed him. So they're like, you can't do it.
Yeah, and then Mahito talks to us like, hey, I'm going to do this. You're not going to stop me this time.
Yep.
So figure out your plan with someone else.
Yep.
And then Takuna didn't do or say anything.
Yep.
She was like, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, do it. See what happens, basically. Like, they don't need me.
Do your best, bitch.
But yeah, and then Todo's hand is disfiguring. He chops it. I was like, no!
Yeah, there goes Boogie Woogie.
Yep. And his necklace, like, it was like during like the big win and stuff like that. Like, the chain on the necklace is slowly tearing.
Yep.
Mahito's going towards him. He's like, I got my advantage.
Yep.
The necklace falls down. You see what's inside it, the idol, and his best friendo.
And his brother.
Yes, and this amazing JoJo-esque
It was very fucking JoJo, yes.
JoJo-esque music video.
Yeah.
What's in Toto's imagination? This was original too. So I was so fucking happy for this.
I was losing my mind because I watched the last two episodes back to back.
Yeah,
before we came on the podcast. I was like, let's fucking go.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, basically domain expansion didn't work out.
Yep.
And Todo gets him. He's now knocked down, defeated.
Yep.
He leaves it up to Yuji.
He not only is he missing an arm, he did touch Mahito very, 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 very slightly. And so his hand is all warped and fucked. His other hand, his good hand, is all now like warped and fucked up and blistered and like because it was about to be transfigured.
Yeah, like he clapped his hand on his.
Yeah.
And then Yuji hits the black flash.
That's pretty cool. Basically, he can still kind of do it. He just got to fucking like touch somebody else's hand.
Yeah.
High fives.
Yeah.
High five. High five. High five.
Yeah, exactly. So he got him there. Black flash. Mahito's out for the count for now.
Yep.
Yuji chases after him. He's out. He's out of commission.
Yep.
But you know what? He's not upset about it. He's just, I helped my brother out.
Yep. Straight up.
Exactly. Yuji sees him, and then Mahito, he changes himself.
He finally has attained his ultimate soul form. He pulls a Frieza.
Yep.
He pulls a Frieza. He turns into this like, and he looks a little bit. He looked a little bit like the one that was killed by JoJo. Minami, was it?
Which
does the flower curse? The one that was killed by Gojo like early on in like the fight.
Yeah, a little bit.
It looks a little bit like that. Yeah.
A little, but not the branch in the eyes. But
Yeah, basically. And even Mahito mentions that when he sees Todo, he's like, "Oh, this is the one that gave Nana or Minami such trouble. Like, oh, this will be interesting. Omoshiroi this thing." But what's it called? So anyway, so he changes forms, he get his ultimate soul form, and basically kicks fucking Yuji's ass for a little bit. He gets the upper hand, but he's suffering. Yuji is suffering. He's got a dead leg. He's exhausted. They basically bust through like the sewer system. Because keep in mind, the battle now is transitioned outside of Shibuya Station from inside the subway, and it transitioned outside, and now it's transitioned onto the remnants of that piece of downtown Tokyo where fucking Tsukina destroyed and leveled everything to dirt. So right now they're just in the middle of like a dirt field, and they bust through the surface. They bust through like plumbing and things of that nature. And again, they're both exhausted, and Yuji's exhausted. He's got a dead leg. He's trying to hit his leg, a la wrestlers. They're trying to get their feeling in their legs. He's trying to get the feeling in his legs. And Mahito has the advantage. And then Mahito stops and coughs up a lot of blood because he's still feeling the effects of the Black Flash. And so the narrator plays as the fight continues. And basically, the key to the fight is mentioned that no jujitsu sorcerer has ever been able to willingly conjure Black Flash at will. To do Black Flash, you have to like power up and get everything like concentrated before you attack.
Right.
And then basically, Mahito's like, there's no way Yuji can do it, right? Meanwhile, on the other side, you have Todo. They're like, if there's one person that can do it, it's
hi, Johnny. Thank you very much.
That's my boy Johnny.
Episode.
That's my boy Johnny. I told him because he loves the shit out of Jujutsu Kaisen. So fucking, I told him, I was like, yo, we're talking about Jujutsu. Fucking go ahead and join us on Twitch or on YouTube. What's the Twitch link? Search up W2M Network. Free plug. There we go. How you doing?
There you go.
How you doing? No, but yeah. So there's one person that can do it. It's Yuji, and sure enough, he fucking does it. He conjures
who helps him one more time?
Todo provides a distraction by doing a fake boogie woogie. He takes his nub arm, and he claps it against his fucking fucked up disfigured hand.
Like, wait,
Mahito's like, he's not switching, but Yuji comes up, Black Flasho! And keep in mind, basically, Mahito, in order to avoid it, he tried to transfigure himself again, but there was like a delay in one of Yuji's like punches, and that's what allowed him to open up. So not because one of the things that was during the fight, one of the reasons why Yuji was getting his ass kicked is because of the fact he had like abs of steel. Like his abs were harder than fucking Fushigiro's, and those were pretty hard when they were trying to fucking fight him. So but because he was able to get him to like peel back a layer of that like skin, he was able to touch him like in like the chest area. Fucking Black Flashed him at will. Bang! He fucking flies, and now Mahito is reeling. He is, for the first time in his life, he fears for his life. He's going to die. He makes himself vomit to try and get more transfiguration figures.
But there's nothing.
He's used all the humans that he's killed.
Yeah,
he's used them all.
He's trying to run away. Yuji just slowly walking towards him. You see the vision of like the rabbits beside Mahito, like the prey.
And Yuji's the wolf.
Yep,
he's the fucking wolf.
Mahito breaks one of his legs.
Yep, because he's all fucked up.
And
as
Yuji catches up to him.
Yeah, and he stares death in the eye. And he's
like, "Oh, I'm gonna kill you. If you get reincarnated, I'm gonna kill you again. I'm gonna do this forever and ever and ever.
Yeah,
if you ever come near me."
Because he said because earlier in the episode, he as Mahito was beating Yuji before Todo came in, he's like, "Don't you understand that we're a lot alike? I kill with no thought at all, and you save people with no thought at all. Don't you understand that this isn't just like some like regular battle? This is a war of justices." Our fucked up justice versus your fucked up justice, basically. And so Itadori brings that back. He's like, I've learned to accept that we're the same, and I'm gonna kill you over and over and over.
And if you get reincarnated, I'll find you.
Ever and ever and ever. You will not win. You will never win. You will die and die and die and die. And the episode ends as he's reeling, as he's out of breath, as he's fearing death. Who shows up?
Geto.
And Geto simply replies,
he's like, "Do you need my help?
Do you need me to save you?" You are my special.
Yes.
Do-do-do-do-do-do.
Yep. So.
Oh, it was so fucking sick.
All right. I
Like
know.
Johnny said, that ending though. Sheesh.
Yes.
Yeah, buddy.
All righty. Let's get to our penultimates.
How many of those?
We got 4 left in general.
All right.
Evanescent Shadow.
Unserious Sid? Meh. Shadow Sid?
Primo. Yeah.
Thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
Thumbs fucking up.
But man, poor Rose.
Yeah, man. So basically, we could skip a lot of like the preliminary stuff.
Basically, it was just Sid, Epsilon, the maid.
Yeah.
But let's just get to the actual meat of the matter, which is about Rose.
Yeah, Rose is
and what Shadow found out.
Yeah, so Rose is alone. She's drinking tea that was given to her by the maid that's pissed off and hates her. And she goes outside and she's thinking of Sid and she feels a gust of wind and it's Shadow on the couch. And Shadow says,
but before that though, what Sid heard from Pervy Asshat.
Pervy Asshat's with the mother and was like, when can we get married? Are you going to kill my daughter and then we'll get married? Yes. Yeah,
so basically the mother is in cahoots with Pervy Asshat.
Yep.
And basically killed the father slowly.
She's the one who drugged him.
Yep.
And so Shadow comes, Rose pulls out a knife with her shadow powers and just can't bring it to do it. And she's like, are you come to end my life finally? Shadow simply says, come, I'm going to tell you the truth. And they walk sideways, which by the way, that scene where he's walking sideways along the building was pretty fucking cool.
I was like, good.
Yeah, Sid, that was badass. But anyway, so they go up to the balcony where Pervy Asshat and the mother is. And Pervy Asshat is fucking the shit out of her mom.
I want you to watch your husband fuck your mother.
Basically, and listen to what they're saying. They're saying that you ain't shit. They're gonna die.
Your own mother wants to kill you.
Yep, your own mother wants to kill you. She killed your father, and like Rose loses her shit. She bawls crying. She vomits everywhere, and from shock and grief, she passes out in her vomit. Meanwhile, Shadow's like, you're supposed to like bust through and kill them both. Like the fuck
right now, you're supposed to kill them now.
I gave you the perfect opportunity to kill them. Like go kill them.
Like, come on, wake up.
Come on. And he's like, all right, time for plan B. And so plan B comes. Rose wakes up. She's disoriented. She thinks about what she heard and saw. She vomits again.
And
as she looks outside,
it's say with the piano. How did you get that up there?
Because anime.
Yep.
Because anime.
And he's like, they said, let's run away together.
You and me.
Like, I don't want nothing. I don't care anymore. And then Sid gives a pep up and gives her a key. The key.
A ring.
The ring that Pervias had these for the power.
Yep. And so the wedding approaches the next day. Pervias hat's excited. He's like, with this ring, I shall be a member of the rounds. The rounds. Because he notices the keys, the key and the ring is missing. Rounds.
Where the hell is it?
Where the phone? No.
Yep. It's like, yeah, I want to marry her. Sure.
He starts having fucking Tourette's.
Yeah.
While he's trying to find the ring.
Yep. Rose, you want to marry her? No.
No. You have to build it up a little bit. So basically, before that, he realized he lost the ring. He gets a call from the ninth member of the rounds. I forget his name. But he's like, yeah, I've secured everything. You're good. Just marry her, and you're the 12th seed on the rounds. You've got the last rounds, Taylor. You're good. And he's like, of course. And he's like half naked after he was fully dressed. But so then they go to the fast forward to the wedding. Rose walks down the aisle, serious face by herself. Her mother is literally sleeping from all the fucking she did. She is knocked out.
She doesn't care about the wedding. She just kill my daughter. And we can
just get it over with. And so then comes the ceremony. Pervy Asshat, do you take Rose to be your wife? Sure, whatever. As he's like panicking, trying to find the ring because he needs to give her the ring. Rose, do you take Pervy Asshat to be your husband?
No.
The fuck, bitch? And then so a big old thing happens. The mother's still asleep. Shadow's the one. It's funny because Sid is the one playing the piano, the organ. And she reveals the ring. And she's like, I know you killed my father. And so Pervy Asshat's like, what proof do you have? He's like, I have none, but I have the ring that he left me. Puts the ring on.
And perfect 4K quality.
Yep.
If you're watching this, I'm dead.
Yeah,
By the
and
way,
it's the king. It's the king, by the way, who recorded this message while he still was sane. And he's like, I'm recording this message as my last will and testament, basically. I'm being poisoned. I don't know by who. I told my wife to change my food, but it's not working. I'm still being poisoned. And I know the culprit. The culprit is Pervy Asshat. But and they said like Pervy Asshat's being controlled by some like shadow organization. They're trying to gun for the throne. But it's okay. Because with this ring, I declare that my daughter, Princess Rose, will take over my legacy. Rose, I loved you. You're like the shining light of my life. And to the people, no matter what happens, believe in Rose. She's a good person. She will figure it out. She will make sure that everything is okay. And Rose, with tears in her eyes, basically declares Pervy Asshat guilty. Pervy Asshat tries to attack. Rose beheads Pervy Asshat at the altar. The head lands.
No, she didn't.
No, that's right. She was about to. And
someone else did it before him.
The priest turns out to be that ninth member of the rounds.
Mordred, yep,
Mordred beheads Pervy Asshat. The
mother.
The head lands in front of the mother. The mother's like, "Oh, I must be dreaming. I'm not dreaming. Oh my god, baby! Shing! There goes her head." And so basically, what's it called? Mordred introduces himself. I'm Mordred, my ninth member of the rounds, and this is the end of the thing. Thanks to your new queen, and he activates the ring. The ring basically takes its own power, like it did before.
Yep, and he summons Ragnarok, the almighty Ragnarok,
the beast from the Black Rose that destroyed 100,000 men in a single night.
Yes, and it's like, good luck beating this fight. You're never going to. It's over. Just give up right now. And then shink.
There goes an arm. It's Shadow.
And Barter's like, what? It was Shadow.
And Shadow gives a nice speech. End episode.
Yeah, so we'll get that as our finale.
This episode, put it back in my 13 too.
I don't know yet.
It's barely in there, but it's in there.
It's gonna be a tight race, a lot.
For real.
It is. Alrighty, Dr. Stone.
Such a great episode. Another great episode.
But yeah, they got the petrification device.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone is no longer in stone.
Mm-hmm.
They got on the ship for a bit, like talking about what happened, everything that happened.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
They get a distress call. Like you hear static.
Mm-hmm.
They go to it. 13 million meters. 1 second.
No, 13 billion.
13 billion meters. 1 second. And they back like, nope.
Back the fuck up.
Yep, basically, any closer, the whole world been petrified. That's it.
Again. But they like that voice. It sounds familiar.
Sounds like Senku.
And they figure it out. It is Senku's voice. But it's on a voice modulator, so it's altered. And it's a recording just of his voice in general. And so using triangulation and science, they find out that the voice is coming from a particular location that's not really close to them, but close to them. Matt, where's that particular location coming from? The moon.
Yep. And basically, these came down, crashed into Earth. They expanded. That's why things got petrified. Yeah.
And basically, we find out exactly what it exactly was. And so they revive. In order to do that, they revive some of the old village members that they find on the bottom of the floor. They revive one in particular. It's some Japanese fellow who's, I think, Matsukume or some shit like that. And he basically tells them the story. The fuck? Oh, it's a plane. Sometimes it's really kind of morbid. Side thought. It's kind of morbid. I live like about 15 minutes from the airport, from Orlando International, right? And when I hear a low-flying plane, I just think of 9/11. It's quite morbid, but like, kind of applicable, I feel like. But in any case, they basically explain the story that this happened once before, where it was a normal village, everyone's like, just being normal, and all of a sudden, the same event centuries later happened again. And they managed to basically realize that it was the fucking petrification devices. And so they mentioned, like, yeah, we destroyed all of them except one. And that's the one that they have now. So that was very interesting. Yep. We also get some side shit basically where the guy recognizes what's his dick? Ginro or Kinro.
The asshole?
Yeah, the skeezy motherfucker.
Ginro.
Okay, yeah. So Ginro basically recognizes Ginro as his former master, comes up to him, and of course Ginro takes advantage of it. But whatever. In any case, so basically that episode ends when it's all said and done. They make sure the petrification device stays away. They realize that it's being played on a loop, that voice. So if it ever gets close to them, they're fucked. So make sure it's never close to any sort of receiver that's receiving that signal, that transmission. And at the end of the episode, when they realize it's on the moon, Senku declares, "We're going to the moon."
Yep. And like, what?
End episode. Now we get to yesterday's episode as we record.
Yep. And we both watched this today.
Yep. The penultimate episode. Well, how are we going to get to the moon, Senku? What? Well, we got
a lot of manpower.
A lot of manpower, a lot of resources. We're going to travel the world. We're going to revive the scientists. We're going to revive anybody that can help us. And we're going to build a rocket ship. And we're going to go to the moon. Well, how many of us are going to go to the moon, Senku? And I forget who it was, but somebody mentioned, like, well, the Soyuz was a 3-person capsule. So 3 people are going to go on the moon. We need, what's it called? We need a pilot.
Yep. So
Ryusei. We need a scientist, because who else knows about the moon?
Senku.
And we need a 3rd person. We need a fighter.
Yep.
And we'll get to who the fighter is later.
Yep.
The episode basically continues. They're like, all right, well, let's start here. We're on Treasure Island. This is going to be like our second base, right? And so they go through the process. They start establishing like a windmill for power. They establish lights and using that power. And they also establish radio communications, and they're able to talk back and forth on the radio. While they're all establishing this, everything is all fine and dandy. We get Soyuz because they start reviving. They start reviving all the villagers, as many as possible. And we see Soyuz, right? Soyuz goes up to the top of the village. And he looks at his father, the former master, and they say, you know, it sucks that we're reviving all these people, and I have you here in front of me, Dad, and I can't revive you because he's missing a chunk from his head and brain that was knocked away, and then nobody knows what happened to it. Probably crushed to dust, right? Mm-hmm. And so he comes out and he sees what's her name, Kitarame? It was the warrior princess,
the one that was against them, or
at first, yeah, and now they're like she's with them.
Hold on. Yeah, Kirisame.
Thank you. So we see Kirisame in front of him, and he looks down and he sees the rest of the warriors of the village. They all kneel to him. They said, after 20 years, we recognize you as our real leader, Soyuz-sama. And so, you know, Soyuz, like, now basically by default is somewhat the leader of the village. And so while this is all happening, everybody's celebrating, having a good time. Senku is by himself. Chrome looks for Senku, finds Senku inside of the science truck, and Senku looks like a ghost.
Old man, yep.
He looks like an old man. He's shriveled, and they're like, Senku, what the fuck? And so Senku's like, wait a minute. So he chugs a gallon of water, and he turns back to normal. And they're like, well, Senku, what are you doing? And he's like, oh, something special to commemorate our moments here. And he said, we're doing your fire experiment, Chrome. And then he realizes when he puts 2 and 2 together, he's trying to make colored fire. What does colored fire end up being and normally looks like, Matt?
Maybe like the rainbow bridge thing that Chrome did?
Yeah. So they said, we're going to magnify this, right? So they're having a party on the beach. All the lights cut off.
Yep.
And they're like,
fireworks.
And it ends up being fireworks. They make whole ass fireworks. And everybody's really like in awe. They've never seen anything like this. It's so
the morale
beautiful.
Boost, and we get a little flashback of Senku. Like you see his stepdad being excited.
Yep.
Like, oh man, like it's a simple science fair. It goes so quick, but there's so much thought, effort that goes into this just for those few seconds.
Yep.
Science is amazing.
It is. And meanwhile, before this episode happened, basically we get Soyuz on the beach. Soyuz goes to Senku and says, hey, I have a favor to ask of you, Senku. I want you to let me stay here. I want to lead the people. I want to carry on your mission, but I want to do it as the leader, just as my father was. And I want to help the villagers. Sure. Really? Yeah. We're all in this together. We're going to need people. You're a good man. These people are your people. Have at it. Enjoy it. We'll be in touch. Thank you so much. Everybody sets, and he directs Kirisame and the other girl, the one that flirts.
There's a few, which
The one the from the village that they used, that she helped them.
Kirisame?
No, the other one.
Hold on, I gotta look.
Isn't Kirisame the warrior, or is she the pretty girl?
Yeah, you're talking about Amaryllis has been around though.
Amaryllis, yes, that's fine. No, he directs as the leader Amaryllis and Kirisame to go with Senku. They're gonna need powerful, cunning warriors. You're two of our best. You go with Senku. He'll need you more than he'll need me. I'm needed here. And they, yes, will prove yourself useful. Da da da. And so the next day they set sail. They end up going back. And they end up home. And everybody triumphant. Everybody's happy to see everybody. And reporter girl, whose name I'm forgetting, or was it the sister, the leader?
It was a sister.
It was a sister. Hey, you guys' cracks are gone, and they're like, yeah, we can make unlimited revival fluid. And so it was Ginro that said, yeah, the revival fluid, it takes care of any wound, will bring you back to life. The Dr. Stone treatment, and that was very fitting. And so then they put two and two together. They need a third person. They need a warrior to go to the moon with them. If they know that they need a warrior, they know that using the revival fluid will heal any wound.
Yeah.
The episode ends with them saying, let's go wake up Tsukasa.
Yep. And they're going to do that. You're going to wake up by fucking them, yeah.
No.
They're going to clap him. Yes.
No boogie woogie. No, but I mean, seriously, dude. I love the way they tie shit together.
Mm-hmm.
Takes a while, but I mean, when they tie it together, good God. Fucking beautiful. Side note, we're missing Chris. What's Chris doing?
I think he's busy.
How the fuck is he busy? He's never busy.
Working and settling in his new apartment.
It's 11 o'clock. There's no way he's delivering packages.
It's Amazon.
The fuck?
No, I think he's just settling his new apartment.
You can have us in the background.
Yeah, that's fine. It's no big deal.
Ooh. Oh, I just realized you're wearing a punk sweater.
Yeah, my zipped up hoodie.
Look in my eyes. What you see?
10 years old. It still fits.
I mean, that's good.
Yeah.
Did you buy it too big, or you just lost some weight?
I'm usually on and off. Yeah.
Well, hey, congratulations. Works out.
Yeah, like I found it. It still fit. Like,
Cold
good.
Meat and extra cheese. That you're supposed to finish that off.
And lettuce and tomatoes. Put it on the bun.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
that is the worst thing about the Corny Show, other than like his awful takes about like modern
God.
wrestling at times. At times they're really bad, but other than that, his singing is just fucking.
I know. I know. I feel bad for Brian.
Poor last.
Yeah, he has to endure it.
One day we're just gonna hear a shotgun shell in the background. Bang! You couldn't do it no more.
Yep. No, that'll probably be how it is. That's how he retires.
That's how he retires. Shotgun blast. The end.
Yeah.
But no, anyway. All right, we got two more.
Yeah, our co-main, our first finale. Rurouni Kenshin.
And this is our finale of the reviews before we get on to the last thing.
Yeah. The previous week, Sanosuke still hospitalized. And it's more of Kenshin trying to find Hajime. Well, first Kenshin was dealing with the guy. What was that fat fuck's name?
Which guy?
The one that Kenshin was fighting while Hajime was dealing with harassing Haru and the others.
Abaku Rasa or some bullshit.
Yeah, but fuck him anyway. But Hajime went back to the dojo. Like, hey, is Kenshin here? Really needs to talk to him.
Mm-hmm.
But this time he actually waits because he actually said, I'm a police officer. Kenshin sees Hajime there. He wants to kill him. He really wants to kill him.
Very badly.
Yeah, no, he hates this guy. But
I get it.
But no, Hajime talked to him a bit. Like, no, he's not the manslayer anymore. Like, hey, basically, fight me.
Fight me, bitch.
Fight me to the death.
Bitch.
Exactly. So prove to me that you're the manslayer I knew. The one I feared, basically.
Bitch.
But yeah, but no, they agree. They agree to fight at night. Hajime's kicking his ass. Like he's
like, you ain't no Hitokiri. You're a bitch.
Yeah,
like,
you ain't Tosai anymore.
Yeah, for real. Like, you ain't shit, bitch.
Yep, they're going back and forth. They're fighting. Kenshin gets them outside.
And Kenshin flips a switch.
Yep.
He's not Kenshin no more.
And Karu screams for him, but he doesn't hear her this time.
And Karu is just devastated. Like, no, how does my pet not hear me?
Yeah,
no,
and
Kenshin, I don't want you to be a murderer. That's not good.
But as they were charging each other, ready, about to go for that final strike, like, enough! They got stopped. They got stopped by. Do you remember that gentleman's name?
No. But he
Oto. Hold on.
Otowawa, Ogawa, I don't know, whatever the fuck.
Okubo.
Okubo, okay.
Yep. He's part of the Meiji government, like the head guy. And he's like, enough of this. I need your guys' help.
Yep.
Mostly Kenshin.
Yep.
And he's like, what? He's like, I'm really pissed. I'm kind of in the middle of something. What do you want?
And he's like, well, we need to talk to you. Come in the carriage. And he's like, no, you guys fucking did all this where I lay my head in front of my friends. So they have just as much of a right to hear what the fuck you have to tell me as I do.
Well, right. Okay. You know that guy, Shishio?
Yeah.
Who we thought perished? He's alive.
Yeah. He's a Hitokiri too.
Yep. And he's burnt up.
Yep.
Very bandaged up. Cool visual for him, by the way.
Yeah, at the end. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. As you want me to stop him, right? Yeah. So you want me to kill him? Like, it's gonna have to come to that.
Yeah. We want them dead.
Yeah, so basically you gotta come to Kyoto.
Yep.
And
everyone's like, no, he's not gonna do it. He won't do it. And Kenshin's like, no. Give me a week.
No, Oku gives him the week.
Oh, Oku gives him a week, that's right.
All right, I'll come back next week.
Yep.
Get time to think about it. I know it's a lot.
Yep.
Especially if you don't kill anymore. None of that.
Yep.
Fine. You skip ahead, a week passed.
Kenshin goes out to find him.
He's like, wait, is he coming to see you? Like, no. He's busy. I'll save him the trouble.
Well, we'll come with you.
No.
It'll be a complicated conversation. You don't need to be there for that.
Basically, that just indicates, he was going to do it.
No, I have a feeling he was going to say no, but he just didn't want them involved or swaying him or anything like that. It was just a one-on-one respectful conversation. I don't think he's going to do it.
But while that was happening, Okubo was in the carriage.
Yep, talking about it.
It's like he was on his way, basically.
Yep.
And the carriage stops.
Two things. One, someone who works for Shishio, and he's fast as shit.
That's who I was talking about.
Who?
That's why he opened the carriage.
It wasn't Shishio.
First he jumps on top of it.
Yeah.
It's like, wait, what the fuck?
Yep.
Say, oh hey, I heard you're gonna look for my guy. Don't do that.
Yep.
I'm gonna kill you.
Yeah, he's like, what happens to the country isn't your concern because you're gonna be dead.
Like, what?
Dead.
And then the guys some rebels, they're like,
yeah,
all right, let's go get him. Like, wait.
Yeah.
He's dead. Shit.
So they kill the carriage guy.
Yeah.
And they're like, no witnesses. We killed them. Oh
yeah, because they're like, oh shit, what do we do? Nope, let's take the credit. Take the credit.
Yep. And so word travels fast that what's his name?
Newspaper, the Cairo gets that paper.
Yep.
Kenshin sees the dead body like being covered up. He's like,
And the same guy who killed Obara was like, "Hey, I wouldn't go after us if I was you. You'll be like him.
Bye."
Bye. Shing.
Yep.
And you can't find him. But this, as I mentioned, I don't think he was gonna do it. But seeing this guy's death changes him.
He has to.
He has to. He goes back to the apartment. Basically, there's an emergency call for what's her face?
For
The doctor. Forget her name. Opioid girl.
I know what you're talking about. Hold on. Let me get her.
I mean, I could probably pull it up too. Oh no, I can't. Oh yeah, I can right here. Bang, let's go.
Yeah, because they're using the old school. What is it?
Megami.
Megami. Yeah.
Yeah. So there's an emergency call for Megami. Sanosuke basically is like, "Hey, I'll accompany her," and Yachiko is asleep. So it's just Kaoru and Kenshin.
Before that though, Hajime and Kenshin, they were called in the office. Okubo had the last conversation with someone else.
Oh yes, that's right.
So he came in and like, he told me everything. He told me what was gonna happen.
Yep.
Basically, we can leave now. So like, I'll arrange, but you two need to fucking work together, basically.
Yeah, basically. Oh, and by the way, what's his face? He kills his subordinate.
Yeah, Hajime just once the guy just slashed him.
Just slashed him because he was trying to like work against him. He's like, "Hey, together we can fucking get away." Da da da.
Like that.
And he's and so it's a decent idea. Basically, they go over the fact that like, hey, if he's for personal gain, I'll kill you. If it's for like the country, it's something to think about. If it's for something other than yourself.
Yeah, and with a guy named Shishio, no, they're gonna need all the manpower they get.
Yeah. So basically, we fast forward. We have Kaoru, we have Kenshin. Kaoru's like, "Yeah, you're not gonna go. Come on, let's go inside and get some rest."
It's like,
and he's like, "No, like after tonight, I have to." He's like, "I've put you guys in danger too many times," and there's something that I realized in that fight with Hajime, and that is, I deep down in my heart, I am a Hitokiri. I'm never gonna change.
It's like, but you said that before, yeah, because I was trying to save your life against Jinne.
Yeah.
But with Hajime, I didn't hear you at all.
Yep. And he's like, no matter what happens, no matter the battle, every battle, I just return back, which is what they mentioned earlier in the season. Like, no matter every battle I partake in, I become more and more the Hitokiri. I can never escape who I am, and that's not fair to you. So
and she's like, "Are you gonna kill him?"
I have to.
No, but if I have to, I have to.
Yeah,
because I can't let a man like him walk around.
Basically. And so he thanks Kaoru for everything and says sayonara, and Kaoru drops to her knees. Kenshin!
Yeah.
And he doesn't hear her.
As that's happening, we get a little future vocal clip of everything happening.
Yep.
So I don't know when we're getting Kyoto Arc, if it even happens. I hope it does. I'm sure it will happen, just a matter of when we're getting it.
So in my review, right, I didn't see the original, so I can't judge it based off of it.
Yeah.
I gave this a solid 3.75.
That's where I gave it.
How do you compare it to the original so far, as of this point?
I like the original slightly more, especially when it came to the action and when it came to the soundtrack.
Okay.
I do appreciate this is more manga faithful.
Sure.
But it's definitely slow at times and you feel it.
Yeah.
Like the pace of it is, but you know what? Some episodes, they are really good. When we do get to the fights,
they're great.
When we don't get to the fights, you feel it's a little long.
Feels mid.
Like some are mid, some are not. Depends on the characters.
Mm-hmm.
But they're all not winners. And
I just can't get behind anime where killing, like, if you have a murderer or like a super killer, super badass, and he refuses to kill because he's a pacifist. I just hate that. I hate that principle. I hate that principle. I can never get behind it. I'll never appreciate that. It's not my forte. I don't appreciate it. I don't think it's very like nice and sweet. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, "Yeah, I loved it." No, I don't.
No.
And the thing also is that some of those motherfuckers, it's one thing like if you have a motherfucker that like has done some questionable shit, but you don't kill him. Obviously, that makes sense. Some of these motherfuckers absolutely deserve to die. And
Gina definitely did.
And you don't kill them.
Right.
Fuck off. Fuck off.
But anyway, yeah. The music was okay, but it didn't fit Kenshin from like the old music. It just felt really off. It doesn't set the tone well.
It's 2023, so that's what they did.
I know.
Yeah, I get what you mean. Yeah.
But it's still a fine reboot though.
That type of thing, I think like that type of like theme where you have like old Japanese theme, like that it deserves like old Japanese style music. Perhaps like, you know, it's amped up because it's 2023, you add some like guitar or something like that, sure, but you know, it deserves like having
as
like,
a way, even the OP and ED didn't hit.
I like this OP better. I like this OP.
I do too, but like, it would just fit somewhere else.
Yeah, I agree. It just doesn't strike you at all.
But I am definitely looking forward to the Kyoto arc.
I'm looking forward to season 2 too. This is not a drop for me. I enjoyed it for what I could enjoy it for, and I will definitely for sure watch season 2 with you.
Yeah.
No doubt.
No. Okay, it's a good reboot. We've been good with reboots lately with Trigun and now this.
Trigun's infinitely better.
Yeah. Oh no, it is. It definitely is.
Infinitely better.
But yeah, this Fruit Baskets, this like we've been getting good reboots.
Sure.
Like proper reboots. So
what's the next one? There's another big one coming, right?
Isn't
there a rumor of you?
Spice and Wolf. Okay, that's that I'm gonna be watching.
I'll give it a go. I will give it a go with you. And I heard isn't there like rumors of a Yu one? We have the live action, but wasn't there rumors?
A Yu Hakusho? I think it was just a rumor. It's not confirmed.
Rumor, right? It's not confirmed. Okay.
I mean, I'd be down. Depends how they do it.
Yeah.
But yeah, you ready for the main event?
Yeah, I am.
This is from Studio Ghibli. Miyazaki's comeback for the fifth time. The Boy and the Heron is in theaters now. You did not like it as much.
Not as much as you know. First off, I'm really pissed off that somebody ground scored my brand new Japan hat that I didn't notice fell off my head. So that kind of pissed me off. And I walked out of the movie theater to try and find it for about less than 5 minutes. I walked out in the middle of it during a scene where he's like basically filleting a fish and eating dinner. There was nothing that I missed from that perspective during that time period. Correct, Matt?
Right. But again, it's just more of Mahito like kind of growing as a person. Like he says, like he's learning. He's like talking to what's her name? I gotta get the cast list up.
I got you. Give me a moment, sir.
Well, I need it for in general if we're doing this review.
Fair enough. I got it right here. You're speaking about Kiriko.
Yeah, Kiriko. Yes, thank you.
Yes, of course, good sir.
It's talking about Kiriko again, the fish.
Of course, good sir. Of course.
He passed out, obviously.
Yeah.
But basically, this takes place World War II or World War One. Depends. It's in the war. Mahito's mother perished in the fire. So he was trying to go reach out to save her.
Is it 2 or 1?
Did they say the year?
They did not say the year, but they mentioned the war.
I'm gonna say 2 then, because we do have automobiles. So I'm gonna say 2.
I mean, they technically had automobiles in 19. No, they weren't part of World War One, were they?
No.
It has to be.
No, it was Germany. It was just UK, Germany.
Yeah, so then it's 2. It's for sure 2.
World War II.
Well, and it makes sense because the book was done in 1937.
Yeah, there we go. That's right. But yeah, that happened. The perished. They lost the war, and the father quickly remarried.
Yeah, pretty fast.
No hesitation.
Nope. And quickly gets her pregnant too.
Yeah, Natsuko.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, they were in that time where they do have to marry, I guess.
I feel like women were more.
Well, he's also a company. He's a businessman.
Very well, profitable.
Business.
Yeah. He's not shady, and Natsuko's not a bitch. Like it's not like your typical thing.
Natsuko's a nice person, and Mahito he's still processing.
Yeah.
The mother dying, and not ready for another mother.
Because he's like 10, I think, at this time, or 11.
More or less, yeah.
Yeah, something along those lines.
Yeah, so he's like not ready. And there's a when they get to the new home, obviously there's a heron. It's just randomly flying around.
Mm-hmm.
No one
Mm-hmm.
knows anything about it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
The old ladies, they look at
They're
look
Ghibli.
at
They were the most Ghibli thing to the fucking core.
oh yeah, 100%.
They were the most Ghibli fucking characters.
Yep. But yeah, they're talking about like the rumor. Well, we're not gonna review we're not doing a recap. We're just talking about a couple of
No.
things.
Basically, we'll mention this that there's a curious tower on the property, and they're told not to go near it. But of course, people are drawn to the tower. The Heron claims this tower as his home, its home,
Yep.
and
And we found out it was from the great uncle
who was
of that
lost
family,
after being in the tower.
and they were saying he built it.
Yeah.
Well, we find out. Well, we're not gonna spoil it for people, but
We can't, yeah, it's hard to really. But basically, the story just picks off where Mahito eventually lets curiosity get the better of him during an event that happened involving what's her face, Makoto? No, not Makoto. What's it called? Natsuko. Natsuko. An event happens with Natsuko. His curiosity necessitates him going to the tower, and then they go on a grand adventure because the tower is a lot more than what it seems. And there's
taken over by parakeets.
Yes, that's true. What the fuck are my cats doing? Like I hear my cat like flopping like a fish in the fucking what's it called? In the tub.
Yeah, parakeets, pelicans, like the world they're in is dying.
They get plenty of bird shit on them throughout the movie.
I will say I loved the first half the most. I think after Mahito left Kiriko, I think that's where it fell off. It felt like a different movie after that. And it was weird to me.
It was very jumpy. I didn't appreciate the first half nearly as much as you did. I found the second half more entertaining because I was able to understand more the pieces of what the movie was trying to tell, the gist of the movie. God damn, what the fuck are my cats doing? Anyway, I was able to understand the gist of the movie, understand like the plot points and what the real overarching message the plot was trying to say. However, to your point, I felt that the movie was just very jumpy, and it took them such a long time to get to the whole gist of the movie.
The ending was very abrupt too.
It was very abrupt. It felt conclusive, but it didn't feel satisfying.
Yeah, exactly.
I wasn't satisfied with this movie whatsoever. It's not to say it was a bad movie. I'm not going to sit here and shit on it. I'm not going to give it a bad rating. I'm not going to tell you not to watch it. It's Ghibli. It's Miyazaki's final fucking movie that he's ever going to make before he retires. It's worth a watch, especially if you're a fan of Ghibli. I've only ever seen one other Ghibli movie. I do want to go back and watch all the Ghibli classics, but the only one I've seen is the most classic one. You can argue.
I think Max still has them. HBO Max.
Yeah, HBO Max has them. Yeah, and I one day plan to just do a binge one day if I ever have the time and just start binging a bunch of things. But I watched Spirited Away with my nephew. I like Spirited Away. It's also very quirky, but I gave that a solid 4 stars. This was nowhere near the quality of Spirited Away, in my opinion. No. And I'm not a huge fan of Ghibli from that perspective. However, I will give it this: the musical composition was awesome, loved it. Seeing the Ghibli style animation is refreshing in today's anime world, because it's very classic, it's very raw. But at the same time, it's very detailed. Like I remember specifically something that really captivated me is seeing the heron walk, and you see it very very cautiously and pragmatically walking. And there's just something with the detail of the legs of that heron that really struck me. I was like, wow, that's really like quality, and it makes you think of like the true quality and effort that was done back in the 80s, 90s. When they were making these movies, and it was all hand-drawn animation, meticulously detailed to that point before it was animated on the screen. So I appreciated that very much. I just was not a real fan of the plot. I couldn't really sink into it. And yeah, I had the shit happen with the hat. I'm sure that maybe played a tiny part in it, but as a whole, like, a great movie is a great movie. It will captivate you no matter what, in my humble opinion. And I was not captivated by this movie. It didn't really grab me. I didn't really have like that like immersive experience to the point where I'm absolutely drawn on bated breath on the edge of my seat, wondering what's going to happen. How does this play into XYZ, etc., etc. So, I gave it a 3.5. I was just like, all right, I watched it. It's worth a watch. I didn't love it.
Right. Again, the message of the movie is usually the same. It emphasizes the inevitability of death, people, institutions, worlds, as we've seen.
They're all awful. Choose peace and happiness.
Way of tradition because of burden.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful things turn to rot, and everything ends. It's life, beginning to end, and Maito, he slowly learns that. Like, he's actually coming on his own. He's actually moving on. He's technically stayed his mother in a sense, not the way he wanted.
He claimed her, which was that's a kind of a spoiler.
Yeah,
but you learn to adapt and you learn to accept.
Yes.
So in this instance, he learned to adapt and accept. That's all I can say about that.
Yeah. Is this the best Miyazaki movie? No, definitely not. Is it the worst or the weakest? No, that's still Howl's Moving Castle. But
is that like universal that it's Howl's Moving Castle, or are there others?
A lot of people love it, but I think it was his weakest.
Okay.
You know what? But
excuse me.
Composition's great. Animation for Ghibli is always outstanding, no matter who directs.
Sure.
Honestly, I would say watch this dub.
And that was something else I did think of midway through the movie as well. I watched it sub. You watched it dub. We both lauded at the cast when you read it out during one of the news segments several weeks back about the all-star cast that they had.
Yeah.
And I should have done it dub, but my adversity, like my adverse reactions to dub, I went and did it sub, like classic. Because you can't watch you could, I guess, watch the other ones dub, but you always
honestly, I've watched Ghibli's dubs, and they actually, and they don't miss with the voice actors actually.
Okay.
So I liked it. Rob Pattinson as the Heron, he did a fantastic job. You couldn't even tell it was him.
Mm-hmm.
Did a great job there. Batista as the Parakeet King, that was great.
Oh my god, that fits perfect.
It was so perfect. Mark Hamill as the great uncle, that fit. Christian Bale, Christian Bale was the father.
Interesting. And all these characters, when you look at the visualizations versus the actor, they make total fucking sense.
Yeah. Willem Dafoe was that pelican that was injured.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's when I left the movie theater. That's when I came back. I came back to the pelicans all flying and eating the fucking little squishy like marshmallow looking things. And then that's when I started to like really focus back in, is when he had the conversation with the Heron he was about to kill.
Yeah. You probably wouldn't know the other ones though, like they didn't do as much.
Sure.
But no, great cast all around.
Mm-hmm.
I had zero complaints with that. As I said, I think if you do watch it again, I would say watch it dub.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Hold on. Sean is asking us.
We're almost done, bitch.
Yeah. I'm telling him.
The full podcast? Or he's asking about the pun. The full pod. The full pod. Yes, I've been on Instagram for this whole pod. It's pretty fucking cool. Can't lie.
Oh, okay. But no, I gave it. You can go like between a 4, 4.25 with just the whimsicalness, the cast and everything else like that. As a plot, it would be like a 3.75. That's around 4. If you want to.
No, the plot for me is like a low 3. The plot for me was a low 3. Everything else is like a 4 and like a quarter. I would give the musical composition a 4.5. I'd give the animation a 4.25, 4.25. I give it 4.25. I think that rounds up a little bit above 3.5, but it was better than mid, but it wasn't particularly solid in my opinion. It was just okay. It was an okay movie for me to watch. Yeah. It's not making my 5. Well, no, it makes my 5 by default. It's number 5.
Yeah,
we're doing the top 5 for the movies. Yeah, it makes my default.
We are.
Yeah. So
we got some got to come out. Yeah, because we got this. We got Kaguya, Saki Miyano, Suzume.
Oh, I have a feeling everybody knows which one is mine.
Yeah, but closing thoughts before we get out of here.
I'm really looking forward to this season ending.
Well, next week, a good chunk of them will be done. So
yeah, I'm looking forward to hopefully not being behind.
Yep.
I watched on Tuesday, guys. I watched 10 anime to barely catch up. I missed one because I went out partying yesterday. Had I not gone out yesterday and partied and fucking gone ham, I would have like fully caught up by today. I would have watched all the other ones today, probably.
But folks, we talked our cake. We had our cake. We are full of cake. Next week, we're going to be talking about the finales of like I'm in Love with Villainous, Shield Hero, Emerson Shadow, Dr. Stone, Kingdoms of Ruin, Girlfriend. We're a lot. Basically, we're going to be doing double on a Friday. Double Friday shows. And we can't wait. We'll get to the nitty gritty of it. Follow me on Twitter at DamianPhoenix12. You can follow him on Twitter at Showstopper24. Follow our Twitter at Talk the Keki. We also have a link tree for where we listen to your favorite podcast. We're on Spotify, Apple Music, iHeartRadio, Amazon, you name it, you find it, we're there. We're also, if you want to watch the replay video, we are on YouTube. Check it out at W2F Network's video replay. And Twitch. We want to thank W2F Network and Chairshot Radio for hosting us on their platforms. Follow them at W2F Network and at Chairshot Media. Always use your head. And my Instagram, Vincent Evergarden _cosplay, my future cosplay channel. And then give them your plug and let's get out of here.
Yep, you can follow me on my anime Instagram / I guess podcasting Instagram, anime Daisuki24, anime DAISUKI 24. Again, as Matt said, we have link trees wherever you find our social media where you can follow ourselves, the podcast, and any of our other personal endeavors.
Alrighty, guys, we will see you next Friday. Until then, arigato, natto, faku, and sayonara.
Sayonara, minasan!
Bye!
Welcome to Talk the Keki. Matt and Frieren. Osashi